Chapter 83. Killed 1-inch battle physique is actually a dog? TSK, TSK. No wonder he wants to eat shit. Yang Hongwu didn't even look at Qin Shi as he punched out again. This time, his fist was enhanced by the Titan art. 10 directions killing fist, the Tao of killing. Kill until nothing is left. Kill until blood flows like a river. Kill, kill, kill. It was as if a boundless hell appeared in front of Qin Shi. A sea of blood and a mountain of corpses, the Azura hell. With one punch, Qin Shi's avatar dissipated. The fist landed on Qin Shi's chest, shattering his bones and piercing through his heart. Qin Shi's eyes rolled back as he lost all signs of life. He stood there motionless, dead. Zhou Sen was dumbfounded. An outer disciple was actually beaten to death by a servant disciple who had just joined the sect in front of him. You killed him? Zhou Sen looked at Yang Hongwu and said, "Something big happened. A servant disciple killed an outer disciple. He was the one who attacked first. Not to mention, he's just a piece of trash, so what if I killed him?" Yang Hongwu said, "That's not the problem. Sky Dragon Sect disciples are not allowed to kill each other. If there's a battle of life and death, it's a battle of life and death." Zhou San said, "There's such a rule?" Yang Hongwu didn't know. "Now that you've killed him, quickly dispose of the corpse." Zhou San came back to his senses and hurriedly said, "Simple. Just throw the corpse to these savage beasts. When the time comes, just say that Qin Shi was eaten by a savage beast that went berserk." Yang Hongwu pondered for a moment. If Zhou San wanted to pursue the matter, it would be troublesome. Coincidentally, this was the savage beast garden, and some savage beasts were very violent. A few days ago, wasn't one of the keepers eaten by a savage beast? Wouldn't it be more likely that someone else was eaten? Zhou Sen picked up Qin Shi's corpse and walked toward a savage beast, the berserk blood demon tiger. "Wait!" Yang Hongwu suddenly shouted. "Senior brother Zhou San, this guy is an outer disciple, and he's so arrogant, he should have some treasures on him. Don't waste it, take it out, we'll split it 50-50. Yang Hongwu walked up to Zhou San with a smile, searching his body, and found a storage pouch. Zhou San was stunned for a moment before he nodded. After dealing with the corpse, Yang Hongwu checked the contents of the storage bag. There was only one Tier 4 pill, a few Tier 3 pills, a talisman, and a fist technique manual. Poor, too poor. When Yang Hongwu saw this, he couldn't help but roll his eyes. This guy is too poor. In any case, he is an outer disciple of the Heavenly Dragon sect. How can he have so few things? He is far worse than a martial king from the Golden Dragon dynasty. In fact, Zhou San wasn't that poor, but in order to break through, he had used up almost all of his savings. "Senior apprentice brother, there's nothing here. I'll give it to you." Yang Hongwu threw the storage pouch to Zhou San and said, "These are of no use to me." "Thank you." Zhou San took it and did not stand on ceremony. In this savage beast garden, the contribution points obtained from missions were too little. If he wanted to make a breakthrough, he would need a large amount of resources. He had to reach the peak of level 1 or level 2 true spirit realm. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to pass the test. Afternoon. The entire savage beast garden had already been cleaned. The sun was about to set. The clouds in the sky were dyed red by the sunlight, as if they were stained with blood. Feng Weisher returned with a person beside him. It was the last odd job disciple left in the savage beast garden. His name was Sun Xiaoli. He was very thin and not very tall. He had a pointy mouth and monkey cheeks. His cultivation was only at level 8 Earth Energy Realm. There was a palm print on his face that was swollen. It was obvious that he had been taught a lesson. As for who did it, it was obvious. Xiaoli was beaten again. Zhou San's face changed. When Manager Feng is in a bad mood, he will take it out on us. If we are lucky, we will be slapped twice. If we are unlucky, we might be beaten to death or crippled. Anyway, we have already killed one. It doesn't matter if we kill another one. Yang Hongwu said coldly. Senior brother Yang, don't be impulsive. After seeing how Yang Hongwu killed Qin Shi, Zhou San was very respectful towards Yang Hongwu. He was afraid that Yang Hongwu would beat him to death as well. He directly called Yang Hongwu senior brother and did not dare to call him junior brother. Manager Feng is not Qin Shishi. His strength is at the late stage of the true spirit realm, which is far from what Qin Shishi can compare with. Furthermore, he can control savage beasts to fight. Unless you can kill him in one hit, even inner disciples would not dare to make a move against him in this savage beast garden. Control savage beasts. Yang Hongwu's eyes lit up. He was very curious about this. Control savage beasts? Could it be that he was a beast tamer? Beast tamers were extremely rare. Their strength might not be strong, but their battle strength was extremely shocking. Controlling powerful savage beasts to fight for them was extremely terrifying. Yes, it is because he can control some savage beasts that he is in charge of this savage beast garden. Zhou San explained, therefore, senior brother Yang must not fall out with Manager Feng here. Bear with it for a while, and everything will be fine. Once we break through to the true spirit realm and pass the exam, we won't need to stay here and be bullied anymore. Zhou was worried that Yang Hongwu would be impulsive and fight with Manager Feng. That would be troublesome. Firstly, Manager Feng's strength was extremely powerful. The fact that he could control savage beasts was extremely powerful. Secondly, even if Yang Hongwu could kill Manager Feng, it would still be troublesome. Manager Feng's position was far from what Qin Shishi could compare to. If Qin Shishi died, the upper echelons would probably be able to cover it up. However, if Manager Feng died, they would definitely have to investigate clearly. You two, get the hell over here. Feng Weisher's face reeked of alcohol as he pointed at Yang Hongwu and Zhou San. Senior brother Feng, what orders do you have? Zhou San hurriedly bowed and walked over. Before leaving, he even pulled Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu followed him over. This Feng Weisher was also not a good person. Yang Hongwu was confident that he could kill him. Little monkey, go get me a stool. You two, give me a show. You bark like a dog. You bark like a donkey. Feng Weisher pointed at Yang Hongwu and Zhou San. Yang Hongwu's face changed. You want me to bark like a dog? Fuck you. This was humiliation, a naked humiliation. Seeing that Yang Hongwu was about to explode, Zhou San grabbed Yang Hongwu's hand and looked at Feng Weisher. Senior brother Feng, look at this. Let me do it. I'll perform. As he said this, Zhou San imitated a donkey's bark, then lay on the ground and imitated a dog's bark. No, I want to see him bark like a dog. Feng Weisher stared at Yang Hongwu. Are you going to bark like a dog? If you don't bark like a dog, I'll teach you a good lesson today. Zhou San saw this and knew that he was about to explode. Bear with it for a while. Bear with it. You have to bear with it. When we break through and become inner disciples in the future, do you think we won't be able to take revenge? As the saying goes, revenge is a dish best served cold. Yang Hongwu shook off Zhou San's hand and looked at Feng Weisher. You're Lu Zhongming's dog, right? You bark like a dog in front of Lu Zhongming every day, but you want to be arrogant in front of me? You want to bully me? You're too naive. If I was so easy to deal with, Lu Zhongming would have done it long ago before I entered the sect. Chapter 84. Another one was killed. Zhou San looked at the scene and thought to himself, it's over. Let's see if I die or you die. Yang Hongwu knew that since Zhou San could command the beast to fight, he couldn't give him any chance. He had to use his full strength. Golden Dragon War Body, activate. Battle Spirit Possession. Increase my strength with the Titan Art. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformations. Third Transformation. 10 Direction Killing Fist Explode. Zhou San's aura reached its peak as he unleashed his full strength. He had the combat strength of a half-step Purple Mansion realm. The Zhen Qi on the fist transformed into a vortex, as if a god of slaughter had been condensed. The air was torn apart, as if it was a peerless god of slaughter from the ancient god of slaughter. This fist carried a terrifying murderous intent, causing people to tremble in fear. It was irresistible. The Tao of slaughter was like a mountain of corpses and a sea of bones. The sword of slaughter could cut through everything. The god of slaughter was invincible. Feng Weisher felt as if he was looking at a Shura from hell. He saw white bones and the flames of hell burning together. The king of hell controlled life and death. No, Feng Weisher shouted as he gathered true chi on his hand and hurriedly threw out a punch. But how could a late-stage, true spirit realm cultivator compare to a purple mansion realm cultivator's attack? How could Joseon block the ultimate killing fist? How could a mere mortal block the god of slaughter? His fist energy was shattered. Yang Hongwoo's terrifying fist tore through all obstacles and bombarded his chest, creating a bowl-sized hole. Blood spurted out and spilled all over the ground. He's dead. Feng Weisher, the manager, was killed by a single punch. Was this a god of slaughter from the ancient times? Or a Shura from hell? Joseon was terrified. Sun Xiaoli had never seen such a scene. He stared at Yang Hongwu and retreated step by step. All right, take out his storage pouch and feed his corpse to the beasts. Yang Hongwu withdrew his cultivation and exhaled a mouthful of turbid air. He clapped his hands and said to Zhou San, who was beside him, as if he had just done something insignificant, like stepping on an ant. Yes, yes, Zhou San called Sun Xiaoli, and the two quickly cleaned up the corpse. Although Yang Hongwu used a lot of his true qi, he was happy. This time, he didn't use his full strength. Therefore, Hua Qinshua didn't fall asleep. Qinshua translations, Shi Qinshua, and Qinshua translations. Zhou San and Sun Xiaoli also cleaned up the corpse. Senior Brother Yang, this is Feng Weisher's storage pouch. Zhou San and Sun Xiaoli arrived in front of Yang Hongwu, and Zhou San carefully handed the storage bag to Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu took it. Looking at Zhou San's nervous expression, he couldn't help but say, "Junior brothers, there's no need to be afraid. I'm not a murderous demon king. It's just that Feng Weisher and the others went too far. Right now, we're all in the same boat. This matter absolutely cannot be revealed. Otherwise, the three of us will die here. Senior brother, don't worry. We know the seriousness of this matter." The two swore. Yang Hongwu checked the storage pouch. There was a 5th-grade pill and a 4th-grade talisman. After taking them, he didn't care about the other items. As long as he had enough ingredients, he could refine 3rd-grade and 4th-grade pills. He didn't care. He could use them to win people's hearts. He threw the pouch to Zhou San and said, "I'll take the 5th-grade pill and the 4th-grade talisman. You two can split the rest." "Thank you, senior brother." The two were overjoyed. The two of them were bullied by Feng Weisher in the Savage Beast Garden. They didn't have anything in the past few years. Even their contribution points were exploited. Therefore, their strength increased slowly. With these pills, their strength could break through quickly. They could definitely break through to the true spirit realm in a month's time. There's no need to thank me. We're all family. By the way, there will be an outer disciple challenge in a month's time. You should prepare yourselves well. It would be best if you can stand out in the challenge, Yang Hongwu said. Zhou San smiled bitterly when he heard this. Senior brother, you're oversimplifying things. There are many hidden dragons and crouching tigers among the outer disciples. Although I can break through to the true spirit realm in a month's time and pass the outer disciple exam to become an outer disciple, I don't dare to have any thoughts about the outer disciple challenge. However, senior brother, you should have the chance to challenge the top 10. Senior brother is only in the aura realm, but you were able to kill Feng Weisher in one move. If you break through to the true spirit realm, your battle strength will increase greatly. At that time, you should be able to fight against experts at the peak of the true spirit realm and half a step into the Purple Palace realm. Yang Hongwu was shocked and said, "There are so many experts among the outer disciples." Zhou San nodded his head. "Yes, senior brother. The number 1 outer disciple is Yin Tiandao. His strength is extremely terrifying. Although he's only at the peak of the true spirit realm, his battle strength is extremely heaven-defying. He once killed an expert of the Purple Palace realm, challenging those of a higher cultivation level." Yang Hongwu squinted his eyes. Challenging those of a higher cultivation level was indeed very strong. It was fine in the aura realm, but after the aura realm, the difference between the true spirit realm and the Purple Palace realm was like heaven and earth. Every cultivation level had a huge difference. It was extremely difficult to challenge those of a higher cultivation level. Therefore, those who could challenge those of a higher cultivation level were all super geniuses absolute monsters. Since Feng Weisher was killed, his residence naturally became Yang Hongwu's. In the courtyard, Yang Hongwu sat cross-legged and consumed the 5th rank elixir. This 5th rank elixir was called the True Qi Golden Elixir. It was used to refine true qi and could purify it. It was useful for both the True Spirit Realm and the Purple Palace Realm martial artists. Of course, ordinary True Spirit Realm martial artists wouldn't dare to take the risk to consume it. The enormous medicinal power could cause them to explode. At that time, the loss would outweigh the gain. However, Yang Hongwu wasn't an ordinary person. This 5th rank True Qi Golden Elixir was just right for him to break through the Aura Realm and break through the shackles of cultivation to enter the True Spirit Realm. After consuming the elixir, it turned into a surge of medicinal power. It was majestic and domineering. This energy was far more violent than a 4th rank elixir. It crazily attacked his meridians. If Yang Hongwu's meridians weren't wider and tougher than ordinary people's, they would have been broken by this domineering medicinal power and exploded. The 9-rotation yin-yang harmony art was running crazily. Bit by bit, the energy was constantly being absorbed and refined. Under this violent power, some cracks appeared on his meridians. Some were damaged, but after the yin-yang true qi was running, they were repaired bit by bit. 1 cycle, 2 cycles. The true qi was constantly running, and the medicinal power was being refined bit by bit. 2 hours passed. 4 hours passed. Unknowingly, the sky was bright. Boom! A muffled sound. An acupuncture point was opened. His true qi broke through the shackles and reached level 10 of the Aura Realm. The medicinal power was completely refined, and his dantian was filled. His true qi was refined again, and he reached the peak of level 10 of the Aura Realm. Just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Yang Hongwu opened his eyes. Blue veins popped out on his arms and forehead. His eyes were wide open. He roared, "Open, open for me." The true qi in his body condensed together and ran at an amazing speed. It was like a surging river or a torrential flood. It rushed crazily towards the last barrier of the Aura Realm. As long as he could break through the shackles, he would be able to break through the Aura Realm and enter the True Spirit Realm. 1 time, 2 times. Failure, failure, and failure again. After 3 failures, Yang Hongwu didn't give up. Instead, he became more determined to break through the shackles. He must break through. "Open for me." Yang Hongwu roared. His voice was like a clap of thunder. The level 3 and level 4 savage beasts nearby were frightened by this terrifying roar. They lay on the ground, motionless. Boom! True Qi broke out his body and turned into a yin-yang lotus. It was as beautiful as a jade sculpture. Chapter 85. Inner Disciple. After the breakthrough, Yang Hongwu stood up and found that the corner of the futon he was sitting on had been torn, revealing a piece of cloth. "What is this?" Yang Hongwu was astonished. Hiding it in the praying mat, what could be so secretive? Yang Hongwu held it in his hand and looked at it. The densely packed words on it shocked him. It's the art of beast taming. Feng Weisher can control barbarians because he cultivated this secret art. The art of beast taming was left behind by a disciple of the beast taming school. This secret art was originally a complete art called the Beast Taming Heart Sutra. However, this disciple did not have a high status, so he only obtained a fragment. "Young master, this art of beast taming is very useful," Hua Qinshua said. Yang Hongwu nodded. The Beast Taming Heart Sutra was indeed very powerful in controlling savage beasts to battle. 1 or 2 savage beasts were nothing, but if there were dozens or hundreds of them, that would be terrifying. "Senior brother, you broke through?" In just one night, Yang Hongwu had broken through 2 realms, which shocked Zhou San to the extreme. His cultivation speed was so fast, and he could even challenge those of a higher realm. What kind of monster was this? Could he be the reincarnation of a god? Yang Hongwu nodded. "I just broke through, so I need time to stabilize." "Didn't you break through too?" "Congratulations." Zhou San had also broken through to level 1 True Spirit Realm, and his realm was very stable. It did not look like he had just entered the true spirit realm. This was the benefit of having a solid foundation. If the foundation was not stable and the breakthrough was too fast, the true chi would be unstable and not be able to exert its power in battle. This is all thanks to Senior Brother's help. Zhou San said, "Prepare well. In a few days, we will go for the outer disciple assessment together." Yang Hongwu patted his shoulder. This guy could have broken through to the true spirit realm long ago, but he had been suppressing it. Yang Hongwu did not know who his opponent was, so he could help him. After all, he was the first friend he met in the Sky Dragon sect. Of course, Fang Shan and Duan Qian were excluded. Zhou San was overjoyed when he heard this. This couldn't be better. With Yang Hongwu's cultivation, he could even kill someone at the late stage of the true spirit realm. With his help, there was no need to worry. "Many thanks, Senior Brother. It's a small matter." After taking a stroll around the savage beast garden, Yang Hongwu looked at the savage beasts that were being kept and fed. He really wanted to slaughter them and use their blood and inner cores to raise his cultivation. He hadn't used the Dragon Soul Heaven devouring mystic technique for a long time. He was planning to study it, but it wasn't convenient here. Perhaps he could try hunting some savage beasts in the Heavenly Dragon Mountain range. Of course, he could also practice his beast taming insight. TSK. If he could tame a grade 5 savage beast, he could easily become the #1 outer disciple. Feng Weisher, come out." A loud shout came from outside. That person was full of qi and had extraordinary strength. Since he dared to call out Feng Weisher's name, his status must be much higher than Feng Weisher's. Could he be an inner sect disciple? Zhou San immediately came back to his senses. "This is Yi Wei, an inner sect disciple," Zhou San said. Yi Wei is Feng Weisher's cousin and is his backer. Yi Wei's cultivation has already reached the 3rd level of the Purple Palace realm. It's because of Yi Wei that Feng Weisher could become the manager of the Savage Beast Garden. Yi Wei, the 3rd level of the Purple Palace realm, wasn't someone he could deal with. He still needed to endure and hope that Yi Wei wouldn't come looking for trouble. As soon as he finished speaking, he saw 2 figures coming in from outside, a man and a woman. The woman walked in front. Her figure was graceful and her skin was as white as snow. Her black hair was tied up and fell behind her back. Her facial features were flawless and her eyes were watery. She was dressed in a light yellow dress and walked gracefully, as if she was a fairy who had descended from the heavens. It could be seen that this woman's status was higher than Yi Wei's. Yi Wei's expression revealed a fawning and flattering look, and it wasn't the kind of pursuit of love. This meant that this woman's status was very high. An inner sect disciple had to flatter and fawn over her, but he didn't dare to show his love. There was no man who wouldn't like such a woman. If he didn't even dare to show his love, this woman's status was probably frighteningly high. At this moment, Zhou San went up to greet them. "Senior Brother Yi, Senior Sister Mu." Yang Hongwu also followed. "Where's Manager Feng?" Yi Wei asked. "It's like this. Manager Feng went out to do something yesterday and hasn't returned yet," Zhou San explained. This was the confession that Yang Hongwu and the other 2 came up with. "He hasn't returned yet? This Feng Weisher is really too outrageous." Yi Wei cursed in his heart. This was a big matter. Serene was the granddaughter of the first Supreme Elder and the princess of the entire Sky Dragon sect. She had tried many methods to tame a savage beast as a pet, but it was all to no avail. In the Sky Dragon sect, only Feng Weisher had some beast-taming skills. This time, she wanted him to give it a try. If he succeeded, it would be a great merit, and she would also receive great benefits. But this bastard actually didn't return. Where did he go? Zhou San shook his head and said, "I don't know. How would we dare to ask about Manager Feng's whereabouts? Only Feng Weisher knows how to tame beasts. They are also disciples of the Savage Beast Garden. Could it be that they didn't learn any beast-taming skills?" Serene asked. Her voice was very pleasant to listen to, like the tinkling of spring water. It was very comfortable to listen to. At this, I don't know. Beast taming is a very difficult skill. It's not that there aren't any beast taming skills in my Sky Dragon sect's Hidden Scriptures Pavilion, but after so many years, no one has been able to learn it. The 2 of them are just odd job disciples. Yeah, they have already broken through to the true spirit realm. Yue just noticed that the two people in front of him were not in the Gangchi realm, but in the true spirit realm. Although they were only at level 1 of the true spirit realm, they were still qualified to take the outer sect disciple examination. Yang Hanwu heard the conversation between the two clearly. Beast taming. This woman wants to tame a beast? This made Yang Hanwu a little confused. To obtain a pet, wouldn't it be better to directly sign a contract with it? Hua Qinshua said in Yang Hongwu's mind, it's not that simple. It's not that easy to make a contract with a savage beast. Moreover, signing a contract is very dangerous. Moreover, this is the ancient desolate continent. The ancient contracts have long been lost. This woman is not simple. Didn't you get Feng Weisher's beast taming skills? You can give it a try. If you succeed, you can establish a relationship with this woman. Then it will be much easier for you to survive in the Sky Dragon sect. I've never tried it before. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly. This woman's status is very high. If I agree to help her tame a beast and something goes wrong, I might even lose my head. This woman's cultivation was much higher than Yue's, and her age was about the same as his. Moreover, he didn't know this woman's temper. Acting rashly wasn't his style. Chapter 86. Blue Luan Bird, Senior Brothers and Sisters. Are you going to tame a beast? Yang Hongwu stood up and said, since Senior Brother Phone went out, I can give it a try. If it doesn't work, it won't be too late to wait for Senior Brother Phone. Do you know how to do it? Mu Serene asked. I know a little, but I don't dare to say it. Yang Hongwu said, then come with me. Mu Serene thought for a moment and nodded. Joseon didn't know why Yang Hongwu said that. He was a little worried, but he knew that Yang Hongwu definitely wouldn't do something that he wasn't confident in. Since he agreed, he definitely had his own ideas, so he didn't say much. What's your name? Senior Sister Mu wants you to do something, so you have to do your best. If you do it well, there will be great benefits. Do you understand? Yue said to Yang Hongwu. Originally, he planned to let Feng Weisher do it. If he could tame the beast, it would be great for him and Feng Weisher. But he didn't expect that bastard Feng Weisher to go out. My name is Yang Hongwu. I'm a servant disciple who just entered the sect. Senior brother, don't worry. I've learned some beast taming techniques. I'll do my best to help Senior Sister complete the task. Yang Hongwu said. Mu Serene said, if you can succeed, I won't treat you unfairly. If you can't, there's no need to worry. Don't feel pressured. Yang Hongwu thought that Mu Serene was kind. In this world, there weren't many girls like her. No wonder her eyes were so pure. Thank you, Senior Sister. He followed Yue and Mu Serene to a courtyard. The courtyard was called Blue Lawn Courtyard. The spiritual qi in the courtyard was very rich. There were flowers, trees, birds, butterflies, and pavilions. It was as if he was in an ancient painting. What surprised Yang Hongwu wasn't this, but the layout of the courtyard. It was a huge formation. This formation was a simplified version of the Sky Dragon sect formation. This Senior Sister Mu was definitely not simple. Could she be the sect master's daughter? Although he didn't know now, he would soon understand. Don't run around when you're in here, understand? When Yue saw Yang Hongwu's expression, he frowned slightly and secretly despised him in his heart. A country bumpkin will always be a country bumpkin. Understood, Senior Brother. Mu Serene turned to Yue and said, all right, Yue, you go first. When Yue heard this, although he was somewhat unwilling, he still nodded and said, yes, Senior Sister Mu. If there's anything else, just let me know. Also, I'll send someone to look for Feng Weisher. When they find him, tell him to come over immediately. Mu Serene waved her hand and said nothing more. Yang Hongwu followed Mu Serene into the backyard. The view in front of him became very broad. They arrived at the martial arts practice field. In the middle of the martial arts practice field, there was a huge iron cage. Inside the iron cage, there was a big green bird. This big green bird was very beautiful. It had an arrogant expression and a pair of bright eyes. Its sharp claws were like swords, incomparably sharp. This is the blue lawn bird. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath. He didn't expect to tame a blue lawn bird. This blue lawn bird could grow into a level 8 or even a level 9 savage beast. Although the blue wand bird in front of him looked huge, it was still in its infancy. Its strength was only equivalent to a level 5 savage beast. Of course, its fighting strength was definitely much stronger than an ordinary level 5 savage beast. Yang Hongwu also understood why this yard was called the Blue Wand Yard. You know it. Serene revealed a happy expression. There weren't many people who could recognize the blue wand bird at a glance. Moreover, he was only a servant disciple who had just broken through to the true spirit realm. Because of this, Serene had a little more confidence in Yang Hongwu. Yes, you know how to tame beasts, so it's not strange that you know the blue wand bird. Serene paused and said, "Can you help me tame this blue wand bird?" In the ancient desolate continent, there were very few people who owned pets. Usually, they were bred and raised from a very young age. However, some powerful savage beast cubs were not that easy to obtain. Even if they were obtained, the survival rate was very low. "I'm not sure." Yang Hongwu said, "I can try. Senior sister, ask everyone to leave and leave me here. I want to communicate with it. It's not good to have too many people around." "Okay." Serene waved her hand, and the maids and guards in the yard left. Yang Hongwu looked at the beast taming experience. There were two ways to tame a savage beast. One was to defeat it with powerful strength and make it submit. This was obviously not possible. The blue wand bird was a very arrogant existence. It would never submit to a human warrior. It would rather commit suicide than submit. The first way was not possible. After so long, there was only the second way. The second way was to communicate with a savage beast and establish a friendship. It was easy to say, but it was also very difficult to do. In fact, there was a third way, which was to sign an ancient beast contract. However, this ancient beast contract had long been lost. Even Hua Qinxue did not know about it. However, if Yang Hongwu could use the Ninth Heaven Mysterious Yin Tower, he could use the Ninth Heaven Mysterious Yin Tower to take it into the Immortal Tower. This way, taming it would be much easier. However, the Ninth Heaven Mysterious Yin Tower could not be used, unless he had a breakthrough in his cultivation and cultivated his divine sense. Then he could use his divine sense to open the Ninth Heaven Mysterious Yin Tower. None of these methods worked. There was only the second way, which was to communicate. The blue wand bird was a high-level savage beast. Its bloodline was noble. It had the phoenix bloodline in its body. It was rumored that it could break through the shackles and break through the 9th level savage beast to become a real phoenix divine beast. Yang Hongwu slowly walked towards the blue wand bird. "Be careful, don't get too close." "Not far away," Serene reminded. "It's easy to get hurt if you get too close." However, unexpectedly, Yang Hongwu walked over. The blue wand bird did not attack Yang Hongwu. It stared at Yang Hongwu. Although it was a little vigilant, it did not show any hostility. Seeing this, Serene was surprised. After this blue wand bird was captured, no one had been able to get so close to it. Once it got close to the cage, it would attack. Yang Hongwu was the only one who could get close to the cage without being attacked. This gave Serene a great surprise. It seemed that this little junior brother really knew how to tame beasts. Perhaps he was a beast tamer. Beast tamer, what a powerful profession. A beast tamer's fighting strength was very terrifying. It was also a great help to his sect. The mounts in the sect were raised from childhood, and countless resources were spent. If there was a beast tamer, the cost of raising a mount would be much less. It could even raise some powerful mounts and tame high-level savage beasts. Yang Hongwu was also surprised by the blue wand bird's reaction. "I think it's because you have a 9-dragon saint body." Hua Qinxue explained, "The blue wand bird feels close to you because of the dragon's bloodline in your body. That's why it reacted this way." Yang Hongwu's eyes lit up when he heard this. He said, "In that case, can I tame an even more powerful blue wand bird?" Chapter 87. Fan Yang. In a few days, Yang Hongwu had become familiar with the blue wand bird. He fed it some pills, and they became closer. Yang Hongwu could even touch it with his hands. Serene was very satisfied with this and gave Yang Hongwu a few 4th-grade pills and a mystic level cultivation technique. Yang Hongwu certainly wouldn't be polite. He would be a fool if he didn't take what was given to him. On this day, Yang Hongwu cultivated for a while and prepared to leave the Azure Luan courtyard for the outer disciple assessment. As soon as he walked to the backyard, he saw a man. This man was dressed in luxurious clothes and had a simple sword at his waist. He had a heroic aura, and Yang Hongwu couldn't see through his cultivation. "Who are you? Why are you here?" Fang Yang frowned when he saw Yang Hongwu. He didn't know that there was another man in the Azure Luan courtyard. This made him very uncomfortable. Fang Yang was the nephew of the Sky Dragon sect leader. He had the heavenly fire battle body, and his cultivation had reached the peak of the Purple Mansion realm. He was only one step away from entering the mysterious embryo realm. In his eyes, Serene was already his woman. No man could get close to her. In the Sky Dragon sect, no disciple dared to pursue Serene. "Fang Yang, what are you doing here? Get out." Serene's voice came from the door. "Serene, who is he? Why is he here?" Seeing Serene treat him like this, Fang Yang was jealous. "Brat, I don't care who you are. Get out of here. Serene isn't someone you can get close to. Who he is none of your business. Also, don't call me Serene. I'm not that close to you." Serene pulled Yang Hongwu up. "Let's go." Brat, I'll make you wish you were dead." Fang Yang gritted his teeth, and his eyes were filled with jealousy. Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly. This time it was troublesome. He was really unlucky. How could he encounter such a thing? This chick was really too much. She couldn't find anyone to be her shield, but she actually found him. That fellow's tone was so arrogant, and his strength was so strong that even he couldn't see through him. He already had many enemies, and now he had made another great enemy. "Senior sister, you've really screwed me over. That senior brother is very strong, and I'm far from being his opponent. Now that he hates me to the core, he will definitely think of a way to kill me," Yang Hongwu said helplessly. Serene let go of Yang Hongwu's hand. Her face was slightly red. She actually held a man's hand. It was so embarrassing. Then he remembered that he had used Yang Hongwu as a shield in a moment of anger, causing him to offend Fang Yang. With Fang Yang's temperament, he would definitely not let him go. He was worried, but there was no time to regret it now. He could only think of a way to remedy it. "I'm sorry, junior brother Yang. I was too impulsive." Serene looked at Yang Hongwu apologetically. "Don't worry, I will help you." Yang Hongwu was also helpless. Now that things had already happened, he could only think of a way to deal with that fellow. "Senior sister, who is that fellow?" Yang Hongwu asked. He couldn't possibly not know who his opponent was. "He is Fang Yang, the sovereign's nephew. His strength is at the pinnacle of the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and he is about to enter the mystic embryo realm. He has been pestering me and is very annoying." Serene was unhappy when she mentioned Fang Yang. That fellow was like a dogskin plaster, always pestering her. A few days ago, he went into seclusion to cultivate, which was why he had quieted down. She didn't expect him to come out now, and his cultivation had broken through from the 9th level of the Purple Mansion realm to the pinnacle of the 10th level. "The sovereign's nephew," Yang Hongwu said. "Senior sister, your status shouldn't be low, right? My grandfather is the Grand Supreme Elder, Mu Changkong." Serene said, "My grandfather is also quite fond of that bastard and has always wanted to matchmake me with that bastard. However, I know that he is not a good person. In the future, you just have to cultivate here and help me tame the blue lawn bird. With me here, Fang Yang won't dare to do anything to you." Staying in the blue lawn courtyard all the time was not good. Yang Hongwu shook his head and said, "Senior sister, this is not good. I am here to cultivate. If I stay here all the time, how can I cultivate? You can also cultivate here. What do you want? Elixirs, spirit stones, cultivation techniques, martial skills. I can find them all for you," Serene said. Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly. Hearing this girl didn't encounter any setbacks. She was like a flower in a greenhouse. "Senior sister, the road of martial arts is closed. If you blindly cultivate alone, there is no way to grow. In the end, it is impossible to become a true expert. To become a true expert, you need to constantly challenge and experience. Only on the edge of life and death can you grow and become a true expert. How can a person who only wants to live a comfortable life set foot on the peak of the strong? You are right, but your current cultivation is too weak. If you leave here, I am afraid that Fong Yang will harm you. Serene said, I can't harm you. Senior sister, don't worry. I am not that weak. Don't forget, I'm also a beast tamer. As long as I can tame a powerful beast, I will not be afraid of him. Moreover, in the Sky Dragon sect, disciples are not allowed to kill each other. Just be careful when you go out. Yang Hongwu said, All right, I almost forgot. You are a beast tamer, but you don't have a beast yet. Mu Shireen said, Fong Yang is barbaric and overbearing. Even in the sect, he will think of various ways to deal with you. Mu Shireen thought for a moment, and her eyes lit up. She looked at Yang Hongwu and said, How about this? You can tame this cyan phoenix and make it your beast. When you are strong enough, you can catch a powerful and beautiful beast for me. This is not suitable. Senior sister, you caught this cyan phoenix with great difficulty. Yang Hongwu also wanted the cyan Wan bird as his own battle beast. That was the cyan Wan bird after all. Once it became his battle beast, his strength would increase tremendously. He wouldn't even need to worry about facing ordinary Purple Mansion Realm cultivators. Furthermore, once it grew up, he would have another super bodyguard. There's nothing inappropriate about it. You offended Fong Yang because of me, and I'm not giving you this Azure Lawn Bird for free. Let's make a deal. You have to accompany me with an even more powerful beast in the future. Otherwise, I won't let you off. Mu Shireen's face revealed a sweet smile. She was so beautiful that Yang Hongwu was stunned. He was a modern man and had seen all kinds of beauties, but he still could not resist Mu Shireen's beauty. It seemed that his will was not strong enough. Shameful, too shameful. Thank you, Senior Sister Mu. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath and suppressed the throbbing in his heart. By the way, were you going out just now? Mu Shireen remembered that he seemed to be going out and asked, Yes, I'm going to take the Outer Disciple Assessment. Yang Hongwu said, In a few days, it will be the Outer Disciple Challenge. If I don't pass the Outer Disciple Assessment now, I will not be able to make it. Chapter 88. Outer Disciple Assessment. I'm confident. Yang Hongwu said, If I don't even dare to participate in a small Outer Disciple Assessment, then my martial path will stop here. Well, since you must participate, I can't stop you. Mu Shireen said, I'll accompany you to participate in the assessment first. Thank you, Senior Sister. Yang Hongwu was very grateful for Mu Shireen's concern. She was willing to accompany him to participate in the assessment, so he didn't refuse. Yang Hongwu called Zhou San, and under Mu Shireen's lead, they arrived at the Outer Disciple Assessment Hall. Oh, it's Shireen. The elder of the Outer Disciple Assessment Hall wasn't a position that ordinary people could hold. His cultivation had already reached an extremely high level, and he was at least in the mysterious embryo realm. Uncle Zheng, I'm here to accompany them to participate in the Outer Disciple Assessment. Mu Shireen pointed at Yang Hongwu and Zhou San. Zheng Xian looked at Yang Hongwu and Zhou San in surprise. Mu Shireen actually accompanied two servant disciples to participate in the Outer Disciple Assessment. It seemed that these two people held a high position in Mu Shireen's heart. It's just a small matter. I'll arrange it for them. Zheng Xian looked at Yang Hongwu and Zhou San and said, The Outer Disciple Assessment is very simple. Brother first, your cultivation has reached the true spirit realm, and you two have already transformed your chi into spirit realm. There's no need to talk about this. As long as you complete the second task, you'll be fine. Defeat a sharp-fanged corrupt wolf. The sharp-fanged corrupt wolf was a type of level 4 savage beast. Its strength was equivalent to true spirit realm level 1. Zhou San, you go first. Yang Hongwu said to Zhou San. Okay. Zhou San didn't hesitate. He nodded to Yang Hongwu and entered the assessment field. Zheng Xian let out a sharp-fanged corrupt wolf. Zhou San saw the corrupt wolf rushing over and shouted angrily. He activated his battle body, which was actually the stony battle body. This kind of battle body could turn one's skin into stone. It had amazing defensive power and was invulnerable. After activating his battle body, Zhou San seemed to have turned into a stone man. He punched out one punch after another. Bang! The corrupt wolf's head was smashed open, and blood splattered everywhere. After killing the corrupt wolf, Zhou San panted heavily as the stony skin on his body disappeared. Okay, I'll pass the outer sect disciple assessment on Wednesday. Zhang Xian nodded. This kid was not bad. Generally, it was almost impossible for a warrior who had just broken through to level 1 of the true spirit realm to pass the assessment. This kid had a solid foundation, which was why he was able to pass the assessment at level 1 of the true spirit realm. Most disciples could not pass the assessment at level 1 of the true spirit realm because their foundation was not solid enough. Congratulations! Yang Hongwu looked at Zhou San, who was covered in blood, and felt happy for him. Thank you, senior brother. Zhou San was very grateful to Yang Hongwu. If it wasn't for him, he didn't know when he would be able to break through and become an outer court disciple. After passing the assessment on Wednesday, it was Yang Hongwu's turn. To Yang Hongwu, a corrupt wolf posed no pressure at all, although he was only at true spirit realm level 1. But its combat power was enough to kill a warrior at the peak of the true spirit realm. Zhang Xian was about to release the corrupt wolf when he heard a disciple whisper, "Elder, there is only one corrupt wolf king. I'm afraid he can't deal with it." That disciple was Zhang Xian's disciple, Zhang Can. He was also Zhang Xian's distant nephew. His strength was at the peak of level 10 of the true spirit realm. He was smart and diligent, so Zhang Xian had always valued him and planned to raise him as his own son. What's going on? Zhang Xian frowned. The assessment this time wasn't an ordinary assessment. If anything happened to the people brought by Mu Serene during the assessment, it would mean that they had offended Mu Serene. Mu Serene herself was extremely talented. She had reached the peak of Purple Mansion realm at such a young age and was a super genius that was close to breaking through to the mysterious embryo realm. More importantly, she was the granddaughter of the Grand Supreme Elder, the strongest expert in the Sky Dragon sect. If they offended Mu Serene, they would be in big trouble. Its senior brother Fang Yang. He killed all the corrupt wolves. Zhang Can said. Hearing this, Zhang Xian smiled bitterly. So it was like this. Fang Yang was the sect master's nephew. He had been pursuing Mu Serene, but Mu Serene didn't have any feelings for him. The conflict between the two was really a headache. He couldn't afford to offend either of them. Elder Zhang, why haven't you released the corrupt wolves yet? Yang Hanwu had waited for a long time, but the corrupt wolves still hadn't been released. He couldn't help but ask. Zhang Xian thought for a moment and said, Well, Yang Hongwu, I'm really sorry. The ordinary corrupt wolves have been killed. Only the corrupt wolf king is left. This corrupt wolf king is very strong. You're only at level 1 of the true spirit realm. You're not its opponent. Corrupt wolf king, a level 4 intermediate savage beast. It's equivalent to a level 4 true spirit realm martial artist. Mu Serene said, Aren't there a lot of corrupt wolves? Why is there only the corrupt wolf king? There were a lot of corrupt wolves in the outer disciple examination hall. Moreover, they weren't necessarily killed in every examination. Some might just be defeated. Generally, it was impossible for there to be no corrupt wolves. Little bastard, you still want to pass the outer disciple examination after offending me? A voice sounded. Looking towards the source of the voice, it was Fang Yang. It's you? Mu Serene looked at Fang Yang with dissatisfaction. Fang Yang, why are you so despicable? Little sister Serene, how am I despicable? The pretty boy you like is just a piece of trash. He's only at level 1 of the true spirit realm. I want him to fail the outer disciple examination. I want him to be an odd job disciple for the rest of his life. I want him to be a cleaner in the savage beast garden for the rest of his life. Fang Yang said coldly, Unless you're willing to marry me, this brat will never be able to stand out. Fang Yang, you're really shameless. Mu Serene trembled with anger. Do you really think the Sky Dragon sect is yours? Do you think you can cover the sky with one hand just because your father is the sect master of the Sky Dragon sect? Yang Hongwu was very calm. He looked at Fang Yang and sneered. You want me to fail the outer disciple examination? Fang Yang, aren't you a little too naive? Little bastard, if you have the guts, then go and kill this corrupt Wolf King. A level 4 corrupt Wolf King will directly tear you to pieces. Fan Yang looked at Yang Hongwu and felt uncomfortable in his heart. Especially when he saw how close he was to Mu Shireen, it made him even angrier. It's just a corrupt Wolf King. Yang Hongwu turned around and stepped into the training field. Looking at the ferocious and hungry corrupt wolf, the corner of Fan Yang's mouth raised into a sneer. Little bastard, you're dead for sure. A brat who just broke through to the true spirit realm dares to challenge the corrupt Wolf King. You're courting death. Fan Yang sneered, full of ridicule, as if he could already see Yang Hongwu being torn apart by the corrupt wolf. Mu Shireen looked at Yang Hongwu and stomped her feet in anger. This brat is courting death. He's only at level 1 of the true spirit realm. How can he compare with the corrupt Wolf King? But Yang Hongwu had already entered the training field, so she couldn't stop him. She gritted her teeth. If he couldn't win, then she would rush in and save him. The corrupt Wolf King leaped, its speed extremely fast. Like a sharp arrow, it pounced towards Yang Hongwu, opened its mouth, and directly bit at Yang Hongwu's throat. Yang Hongwu stood still, watching the corrupt Wolf King pounce over. Haha, this brat is scared silly by the corrupt Wolf King's aura. He's dead for sure. Fan Yang looked at Yang Hongwu's appearance and immediately laughed wildly. Be careful. Mu Shireen saw the situation and shouted, wanting to rush in to save him. At this moment, Yang Hongwu moved. One of his hands opened slightly, like a tiger's claw, and as fast as lightning, it grabbed the corrupt Wolf King's neck. Woo woo. The corrupt Wolf King kept twisting its body, letting out miserable cries. Yang Hongwu spat out true chi from his hand. Kacha. Chapter 89. Yin Tian Dao. A mere Wolf King is nothing more than this. Yang Hongwu wiped his hands and walked out. Little bastard, don't think that you can go against me just because you killed a wolf cub. Just you wait, I won't let you go. If I don't kill you, my name isn't Fan Yang. Fan Yang's face was ashen, and his face was ferocious. He turned around and left angrily. You, junior brother, you've completely offended him this time. Fan Yang is a man of his words. You should give up on the Outer Disciple Challenge. Mu Shireen looked at Yang Hongwu and said, Senior sister, will he let me go if I don't pay attention to him? Yang Hongwu said, People like Fan Yang are vengeful. Since I've offended him, I might as well go even further. That's true, Mu Shireen said, but junior brother, don't worry. This matter started because of me. I won't leave you alone. If I can't, I'll go beg my grandfather. Yang Hongwu revealed a confident smile and said, Senior sister, you don't need to worry too much. After all, the Heavenly Dragon sect still has its rules. I think that even though Fan Yang has a sect master as his father, he wouldn't dare to openly deal with me. If he wants to trip me up, then he'll definitely do it in the dark. As for the Outer Disciple Challenge, I'll participate. Only by fighting can I grow faster. You really don't know what's good for you. There are very powerful Outer Disciples. Yin Tiandao's strength is half a step into the Purple Mansion realm. He has cultivated divine sense, and his combat strength is amazing. Moreover, he has killed more than one Purple Mansion realm martial artist. That Yin Tiandao has a good relationship with Fan Yang. If you participate in the Outer Disciple Challenge, Fan Yang will definitely send them to deal with you. Mu Shireen said, while stomping her feet, I know what I'm doing. You're a bastard. Mu Shireen really didn't know what to do with Yang Hongwu. She couldn't persuade him no matter how hard she tried. She was kind-hearted. After all, this matter was caused by her. If Yang Hongwu was killed by Fan Yang like this, she would feel guilty. The nearby Zhou San persuaded as well. Yeah, senior brother, senior sister is right. Even though you're able to kill a corrupt Wolf King, the strengths of those outer court disciples in the top 10 are far from something a corrupt Wolf King can compare to. That's right. Little brother, your talent is extremely high. You can kill enemies above your level. It won't be too late for you to take revenge after you've grown up. There's no need to take risks now. Zhang Xian tried to persuade him as well. Cowering and being afraid of death is not the character of a future expert. Yang Hongwu looked at them and said, "All right, don't try to persuade me anymore." Zhang Xian looked at the backs of Yang Hongwu and the others and sighed. "Uncle, why are you sighing? This guy called Yang Hongwu his guts. He actually dares to go against Fang Yang." Zhang Qin said. Zhang Xian shook his head and said, "Heart is easy to break. This young man's aptitude is not bad. He has the heart of an expert who isn't afraid of death. However, he doesn't know how to make a choice. He doesn't know the principle of combining hardness and gentleness. If he can endure for a while, he will definitely have extraordinary achievements in a few decades. That's not necessarily true. If he can get past Fang Yang, who knows, maybe he'll soar into the sky." Zhang Qin said. "The possibility is too small. What he lacks the most is time. His cultivation has just crossed the threshold of the true spirit realm. However, Fang Yang's strength is already at the peak of the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm. He's only a little bit away from condensing a Xian embryo. Even if he's given 10 years, he might not be able to reach this step. Although his talent is good, he's too confident and arrogant." Zhang Xian didn't think that he could escape from Fang Yang. "Uncle, you've forgotten something." Zhang Qin said, "That's Mu Serene, Senior Marshal's sister Mu. Don't forget that Senior Marshal's sister Mu is the apple of the First Supreme Elder's eye. If the First Supreme Elder were to speak, would it be difficult to protect her?" "Qin, you're oversimplifying things." Zhang Xian seemed to have thought of something and fell silent. In a courtyard of the Sky Dragon's sect's outer sect, Fang Yang looked at a man with a saber on his back and said, "Yin Tiandao, I want you to help me kill someone in this outer sect competition." "Senior brother Fang, who do you want to kill?" Yin Tiandao asked. "Yang Hongwu, someone who just passed the outer sect disciple test. Kill him, and I'll give you an earth rank saber art." Fang Yang stared at Yin Tiandao. He was furious. In order to kill Yang Hongwu, Fang Yang was really willing to give him an earth rank martial art. A martial artist who just entered the true spirit realm is worth senior brother's attention? Yin Tiandao asked. Hearing this, Fang Yang's face darkened. He coldly looked at Yin Tiandao and said, "Yin Tiandao, don't think that you can be arrogant just because you're the #1 outer sect disciple. Don't ask what you shouldn't ask, or you'll die." After Fang Yang and the others left, Yin Tiandao's eyes were filled with coldness. "Fang Yang, humph, sooner or later, I'll show you who's boss." Time flew by. In the blink of an eye, it was time for the outer sect disciple competition. During this time, Fang Zhan had looked for Yang Hongwu a few times. What surprised Yang Hongwu was that Lu Zhongming did not look for trouble with him. In these few days, Yang Hongwu's cultivation had another breakthrough from True Spirit Realm Level 1 to True Spirit Realm Level 2. His 10-direction killing fist had improved. However, the Titan technique did not improve, and the mysterious dragon's 9 transformations did not reach the 4th transformation. In fact, it did not matter if Yang Hongwu participated in the Outer Sect Disciple competition. However, there was a prize for the #1 Outer Sect Disciple competition, and that was what Yang Hongwu needed the most. It was a Dragon Blood True Spirit Elixir. This Dragon Blood True Spirit Elixir was a 5th grade elixir that contained a trace of true dragon's blood. It was extremely rare, and this elixir could greatly improve his strength. It was especially helpful in opening up his 9-dragon saint body. Other than that, there was also a chance to enter the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion. Only intersect disciples could enter the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion. He wanted to enter there to find a way to break the curse on the purple dragon gold. If there was a way, it would be great. If he could break the dragon soul curse on the purple dragon gold, he would be able to refine the purple dragon gold. This way, his strength would increase greatly. There was also the matter of the dragon bone. If he wanted to understand the words on the dragon bone and look for information, the Scripture Pavilion would be the best choice. The outer sect martial arts practice field was already crowded with people. There were many disciples in the Sky Dragon sect. There were tens of thousands of outer sect disciples, and even more odd job disciples. However, most of the odd job disciples could not pass the outer sect disciple assessment. Only 1/10 of the odd job disciples could pass the assessment. Of course, these odd job disciples were not the kind that were selected once every 10 years. The ones that were selected once every 10 years were the elites. They were the core of the Sky Dragon sect. Almost every one of them could become an inner sect disciple, and there was even a chance that they could become a true disciple. Yang Hongwu and Zhou San came to the martial arts practice field. Of course, Mu Shirin also came. These few days, Mu Shirin and Yang Hongwu could be said to be inseparable. Yang Hongwu knew that Mu Shirin wanted to protect him. Moreover, it was a good thing to have such a beauty by his side. Who would dislike it? As soon as Mu Shirin appeared, she attracted the attention of all the disciples. Mu Shirin was the princess of the Sky Dragon sect. She was one of the most beautiful women in the ancient desolate continent. She was known as Fairy Shirin and had many fans. Who's that man? He's actually besides Senior Sister Mu. They seem to be quite close. I don't know. It's said that he's an outer sect disciple who just entered the sect. Pretty boy? No way. Isn't Senior Brother Fan Yang pursuing Senior Sister Mu? Senior Brother Fan Yang is the sect master's nephew. Those who tried to get close to Senior Sister Mu were either dead or crippled. How come that kid is fine? He probably has a profound trump card. Maybe he's Senior Sister Mu's younger brother? You mean Senior Sister Mu's father's illegitimate son outside? On the other side, Fan Yang and Yin Tiandao appeared. Hearing these words and seeing Yang Hongwu and Mu Shirin's appearance, they were as angry as they could be. Chapter 90. A strong attack. Don't worry, Senior Brother. This kid is dead meat. Yin Tiandao smiled cruelly. The Outer Disciple Challenge began. There were many people in this challenge, and it was divided into 10 arenas. Of course, most of the participants were above LV6 of the true spirit realm. If they were too weak, there was no need for them to participate. Because there were too many people, even if most of the Outer Disciples did not participate, there were still thousands of people. There were 10 arenas, and each time there would be 100 people in each arena. With 1,000 people in each arena, there would be several rounds. Only 1 out of 100 people could advance to the next round. That was to say, only a few dozen people could advance to the next round. It began. Yang Hongwu was assigned to the second group of the 7th arena. After half an hour, the winner of the first group had been decided. It could be seen that those who could advance were above LV9 of the true spirit realm. Those who had not reached LV9 of the true spirit realm had no chance at all. Of course, in such a battle royale, everyone would choose to defeat the strongest one first. Therefore, many of the stronger ones might not be able to advance. It was the second group's turn. Yang Hongwu leaped up and stood on top of the ring. It was extremely difficult to advance to the next round in a battle royale of 100 people. TSK. There's a LV2 true spirit realm kid. He's courting death. Everyone looked at Yang Hongwu and laughed wildly. In this arena, no one cared about life or death. If they died, they would have died in vain. Otherwise, there would be more than a few thousand people. Those who were weaker did not come up because they were afraid of death. If there was a rule to limit life and death, there would be more than 10,000 people, or even more. Get lost, I'm his opponent. A voice sounded, and those who wanted to fight Yang Hongwu were all sent flying. This person was Yin Tiandao, recognized as the number 1 outer disciple. It's Yin Tiandao. He's on the 7th arena. Everyone, let's kill him first. Seeing that it was Yin Tiandao, everyone realized that they were in danger. If Yin Tiandao was here, they would not stand a chance. Therefore, dozens of people all attacked Yin Tiandao. Below the arena, Mu Shirin was worried. Fan Yang sneered and said to Mu Shirin, "That little bastard is dead for sure. He actually dares to participate in the Outer Disciple Challenge. Yin Tiandao is my man. He will definitely kill that little bastard." Fan Yang, you're too despicable. Mu Shirin was very unhappy. She was very worried about Yang Hongwu. Her eyes were fixed on the arena. Beg me. If you beg me, I can ask Yin Tiandao to spare his life, just cripple his cultivation. Fan Yang couldn't help but smile when he saw Mu Shirin's reaction. Dream on. I believe him. He's only at the 2nd level of the true spirit realm. His strength has broken through a level, but he's definitely no match for Yin Tiandao. Fan Yang said, "He'll die a horrible death." On the stage, Yin Tiandao flipped out. He held a black saber in his hand, which emitted a strong light. Die. All of you die. Yin Tiandao roared and waved the saber in his hand. Slash after slash, several warriors were killed. In an instant, Yin Tiandao had killed 20 to 30 people. The others were all frightened. Devil, he's a devil. I admit defeat. One by one, they were frightened and jumped off the stage. I'm surprised that you didn't run away. There were only 2 people left on the stage. One was Yin Tiandao, and the other was Yang Hanwu. He's too stupid. Is this guy scared out of his wits? He's only at the 2nd level of the true spirit realm. Why didn't he admit defeat? Is he courting death? I'm afraid this guy is tired of living. Below the stage, there were discussions as they looked at the 7th arena. Idiot, come down and admit defeat. Serene shouted. Yang Hongwu turned a deaf ear to her. It's too late for you to admit defeat and get off the stage. Yin Tiandao licked the bloodstains on the battle blade in his hand. A bloodthirsty light flashed in his eyes as he stared at Yang Hongwu like a hungry wolf. You should never have offended someone you shouldn't have. Therefore, you will die in my hands. You talk a lot of nonsense. Yang Hongwu didn't take Yin Tiandao's words to heart. So what if a peak true spirit realm could kill a Purple Mansion realm cultivator? It wasn't like he hadn't killed a Purple Mansion realm cultivator before. Kid, you're courting death. Yin Tiandao's eyes flashed with killing intent. I've decided not to kill you easily. I'll kill you slowly. As he spoke, Yin Tiandao moved. Like a leopard, he pounced on Yang Hongwu. His speed was astonishing. Rock body movement. Yang Hongwu shouted. He exerted his body movement to the extreme and used his speed to dodge Yin Tiandao's attack. The two of them instantly switched positions. No wonder you're so arrogant. You're good at body movement. Yin Tiandao was slightly stunned. He did not expect his attack to be dodged. His speed was so fast. However, this is the end. Although your movement technique is not bad, your realm is too low. Moreover, the range of the arena is limited. Kid, you can't escape. Heavenly Blade Combat Body, activate. Kid, it's your honor to die under my Heavenly Blade Combat Body. A huge shadow appeared above Yin Tiandao's head. It was a saber. The saber was covered with ancient runes and was filled with mysterious power. Streams of saber chi spread out, forming a vacuum domain. What a terrifying saber chi. Is this Yin Tiandao's Heavenly Blade Combat Body? It's terrifying. As long as Yin Tiandao breaks through to the Purple Mansion realm, he'll be able to comprehend saber intent. Ghosts and gods retreat with one slash. TSK. No wonder Yin Tiandao can kill a Purple Mansion realm expert with his true spirit realm cultivation. Terrifying. That kid is dead meat. He's just at true spirit realm level 2. How dare he challenge Yin Tiandao? Yang Hongwu stared at the shadow of the saber and swallowed his saliva. A voice in his mind shouted, "Swallow him. Swallow him." It devoured his battle constitution and bloodline phantom. The temptation was too great. The shadow of the Heavenly Blade Combat Body made Yang Hongwu excited. The excitement came from the depths of his bloodline. Yang Hongwu had a strong feeling that as long as he swallowed this guy's Heavenly Blade Combat Body and soul, his strength would have a breakthrough. His dragon soul would also have a shocking change. Yin Tiandao felt uncomfortable being stared at by Yang Hongwu. It was as if he was being stared at by a powerful beast. A trace of fear emerged from the depths of his heart. Damn it, why did I have such a thought? Yin Tiandao was furious. He was at the peak of true spirit realm level 10 and possessed the Heavenly Blade Combat Body. He had killed a Purple Mansion realm expert. How could he be frightened by a level 2 true spirit realm expert? Kill him. Kill him now. Yin Tiandao made his move. He swung the saber in his hand. Heavenly Blade Trial. Saber chi filled the entire space and merged into the saber in Yin Tiandao's hand. It turned into a huge saber radiance. A huge saber slashed towards Yang Hongwu. A trace of disdain flashed in Yang Hongwu's eyes. Battle Spirit Possession. Vigor Skill. Golden Dragon Combat Body. Mysterious Dragon 9 changes Third change. Omnidirectional killing fist. Kill. 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 His strength was fully unleashed. His genuine chi surged, and a terrifying aura burst out. Countless punches were thrown out. In a breath, Yang Hongwu had thrown out hundreds of punches. Every punch contained a terrifying amount of power, as well as a shocking amount of killing intent. The huge saber was smashed into pieces by Yang Hongwu. It turned into nothingness and dissipated in the air. Then, Yang Hongwu's fist tore through the air and landed heavily on Yin Tiandao's body. Boom! Chapter 91. A big upset. You want to fight me with this little bit of skill? Yang Hongwu did not give him a chance. He caught up with him, grabbed his head, and punched him again. Dragon Soul, Sky Devouring, Devour. The shadow of the dragon soul above Yang Hongwu's head opened its mouth and bit the shadow of the saber. Crack! Crack! The shadow of the saber shattered bit by bit. Oh my god, what kind of combat constitution is that? His vision is so fierce and overbearing that it devoured Yin Tiandao's saber vision. No, I feel that Yin Tiandao's aura is weakening. Yin Tiandao is going to die. The audience was in an uproar. Yin Tiandao was recognized as the #1 outer disciple. Even if he entered the inner gate, he would still have a place in the inner gate. Who would have thought that he would be beaten so badly by a new disciple at LV2 True Spirit Realm? He could not fight back at all, and even his vision of the Sky Saber combat constitution was devoured. Trash, trash. I gave him so many benefits, but he can't even defeat an LV2 True Spirit Realm kid. What a piece of trash. Fang Yang was so angry that he vomited blood. Group 2, Arena 7, Yang Hongwu wins. The host announced the result. Yang Hongwu jumped down with a smile. After devouring Yin Tiandao, Yang Hongwu felt that the spiritual qi in his body had reached the limit and was about to break through. Congratulations, senior brother. Junior brother Yang, congratulations. Musharine's beautiful eyes sparkled. This junior brother was not simple. He was too powerful to defeat Yin Tiandao, LV2 True Spirit Realm. Even the gifted pro-disciples in the sect were not as good as him. Congratulations to you too. Yang Hongwu did not stay in the arena. The second round was in 3 days. He could use this time to break through to LV3 True Spirit Realm and consolidate his cultivation. Senior sister, I have comprehended something from the battle just now. I need to go into seclusion to cultivate and digest these comprehensions. Therefore, I can't accompany senior sister to watch the competition, Yang Hongwu said. I don't have anything to see. I'll go back with you, in case Fang Yang comes looking for trouble again. Musharine had no interest in this so-called outer disciple challenge. If it wasn't for Yang Hongwu, she wouldn't have come here. All right, in the depths of Sky Dragon Sect, in a few ancient courtyards. These ancient courtyards are occupied by the Sky Dragon Sect's Grand Elders. In the Sky Dragon Sect, these supreme elders were the real big shots. Their cultivation bases had all reached the 7th level of the Arcane Embryo Realm. Once one's strength reached the Mystic Embryo Realm, one could become a true disciple. Once one reached the 7th level of the Mystic Embryo Realm and was less than 100 years old, one could become a saint. In the future, one could become a vice sect master and compete for the position of sect master. As for those who were over 100 years old, they could become supreme elders. Interesting, interesting. A little guy at the 2nd level of the True Spirit Realm defeated a little guy at the peak of the 10th level of the True Spirit Realm. It seems that he was hiding his cultivation. An elder squinted his eyes and put down a chess piece in his hand. This elder was dressed in a scholarly robe and had an extraordinary temperament, as if he was a great scholar. Opposite him sat an old man. This old man was dressed in green clothes made of coarse cloth. His 2 thick, black, and curved eyebrows were very eye-catching. The pair of eyes under his eyebrows were the size of soybeans. They looked very comical. What, old bookworm, do you like this kid? The elder dressed in a coarse green robe said, You haven't taken in a disciple for hundreds of years. Are you going to take one this time? Let's see. The old Confucian scholar smiled faintly and said in a non-committal manner, What's wrong, old thief? Do you plan on fighting with me? This kid is not suitable to be your disciple. Old Thief said angrily. How is it not suitable? I think it's very suitable. This brat has the same demeanor as I did back then. He hooked up with Old Man Moo's granddaughter as soon as he arrived. I plan to teach him my trump card. The Confucian elder put down a chess piece and said with a smile, Old Thief, you've lost. Old Bookworm, you cheated. This round doesn't count. Let's do it again. The old thief was so angry that he shouted. The other courtyards also noticed this battle. Originally, Yin Tiandao was just SOSO in their eyes. If he was trained with the Tiandao combat body, he would be a peerless genius. They did not expect that there would be a genius more powerful than Yin Tiandao. This made them all think about it. They were all eager to take Yang Hongwu as their disciple. Of course, to them, only by becoming an inner sect disciple would they be able to officially become a disciple. Being an outer sect disciple was not enough. No matter how talented one was, even if one was unprecedented, they would still have to wait until they entered the inner sect. During the inner sect disciple assessment, they would have to choose a disciple. Furthermore, this was a mutual choice. Yang Hongwu did not know that he had attracted the attention of the supreme elders of the Sky Dragon sect. Of course, for Yang Hongwu, even if he knew, he would still do the same. The reward of being the first outer disciple was too tempting. Qingluan Courtyard. Yang Hongwu had an independent cultivation space here. It was specially prepared by Mu Serene. As for the work in the Savage Beast Garden, Yang Hongwu did not need to do it anymore. Originally, as an outer disciple, he had his own courtyard. However, Mu Serene was worried that he would be targeted by Fang Yang. Coupled with the matter of the Qingluan bird, she let him stay in Qingluan Courtyard. But she did not know that this move made Fang Yang even crazier. As for Yang Hongwu, because of the rich spiritual qi in Qingluan Courtyard, his cultivation speed was much faster than in the courtyard of an outer disciple, so he did not hold back. At this moment, Yang Hongwu was sitting cross-legged, refining and devouring Yin Tiandao's battle body, Anomaly, in his soul. The Skyblade combat body, Anomaly, was very powerful. Yang Hongwu had been refining it for a few hours, but he still had not completely refined it. The dragon soul Anomaly outside his body became more and more solid, and dragon scales could be seen. If he continued to devour a few more powerful battle body anomalies, his dragon soul Anomaly could completely materialize. Then, his combat strength would be even more terrifying. Poof! There was an explosion. An acupoint was broken, and his genuine qi became more condensed and pure. His cultivation broke through LV2 of the true spirit realm and entered LV3 of the true spirit realm. Yang Hongwu opened his eyes, and his bones cracked. He somersaulted in the air, and after standing still, he punched out a powerful genuine qi. Bam! A piece of rock instantly exploded and turned into powder. Although you're only at LV3 of the true spirit realm, the quality and density of your genuine qi far surpass that of LV3 of the true spirit realm. Even LV6 of the true spirit realm can't compare with you. Hua Qinshua said, after LV3 of the true spirit realm, you start to compress your genuine qi into a drop of liquid genuine qi. That means you've broken through to the middle stage of the true spirit realm and entered LV4 of the true spirit realm. Compress my genuine qi. That's right. The first 3 levels of the true spirit realm, which is the early stage of the true spirit realm, is the process of accumulating genuine qi. When your genuine qi reaches its limit, you can start to compress it. Hua Qinshue said, your dantian is very wide, more than 10 times wider than ordinary people. Therefore, in the early stage of the true spirit realm, you'll probably stay longer than others. Chapter 92. Shocking bet in Fang Yang's courtyard. Fang Yang and Lu Zongming were sitting opposite each other. Lu Zongming, what are you doing here? Fang Yang was arrogant. Although Lu Zongming had an uncle who was an inner sect elder, he didn't put him in his eyes. As for Lu Zongming himself, he was also an idiot with mediocre strength. His current cultivation was all because of his uncle's elixirs, so he looked down on him even more. I know that senior brother has a grudge against Yang Hongwu. So do I. That brat injured Lu Jia in White Wolf Country and did not give me face. I will definitely take revenge. Since we have the same enemy, why don't we work together? Lu Zoming smiled faintly. Work together with you? What a joke. Don't need to work together with a true spirit realm brat. Do you think I can't take care of him? Fang Yang was enraged when he heard that. Senior brother, that's not what I meant. Lu Zoming hurriedly said. Senior brother knows that this brat is extremely cunning. He also has Mu Serene and Duan Qian behind him. As the nephew of the sect leader, it's inconvenient for you. However, I'm different. There are many things that you can't do, but I can help you. You want to join me? Be my henchman? Fang Yang looked at Lu Zoming. All right, if you want to be my henchman, I promise you that if you do this well, I won't mistreat you. Lu Zoming was unhappy. However, Fang Yang had a high status and was backed by the sect leader of the Sky Dragon sect. There was nothing wrong with being his henchman. Lu Zoming would wait until he was stronger than Fang Yang to take revenge. Do you have any way to deal with that brat? Even Yin Tiandao was killed by him on the arena. We can't do anything to him. Fang Yang looked at Lu Zoming and asked. There are a few ways to deal with him. Lu Zoming said, if you want to do it quickly, you can do it on the arena. If you can't deal with Yin Tiandao, then others can. That brat is only at true spirit realm level 2. He must have used some secret technique to defeat Yin Tiandao. I don't believe that he can use it again and again. There must be a limit. That's right. This kid must have used a secret technique. Fang Yang nodded. Among the outer sect disciples, there are a few who are quite talented. We can give them a kind of pill and let them torture that little bastard to death. This is the Mad Demon Pill, a 4th grade pill. After consuming it, their strength will increase by several times in a short period of time. Lu Zoming took out the pills. It wasn't easy for me to get these. There are only 3 of them. Very good. I'll leave this matter to you. I'll make up for the consumption of these 3 frenzy demon pills. Fang Yang was very satisfied. Oh, right. Did you mention any other methods? As for other methods, we can't deal with him in the sect. However, if he's outside the sect, we don't have to worry about the sect rules. We can just find a few people to kill him. If you can't kill him in the arena, find a chance to lure him out and send someone to kill him. Fang Yang clapped his hands. This time, that little bastard is dead for sure, Lu Zoming said with a smile. 3 days later, on the training field, the first round had ended, and the second round would begin today. There were a total of 65 people in the first round. Among them, 3 were at True Spirit Realm Level 7, 7 were at True Spirit Realm Level 8, 21 were at True Spirit Realm Level 9, and 29 were at True Spirit Realm Level 10. The training field was once again filled with people. Most of them were outer sect disciples, but there were also some inner sect disciples. Zhou-san, what are the odds for me to get first place? Yang Hanwu looked into the distance and saw that there was a bet. This bet was opened by none other than Fang Yang. This bastard hated him to the core now. Senior brother, the odds for you to get first place are 1 to 10. Zhou-san immediately found out. 1 to 10? That's actually so high. Yang Hongwu touched his chin. He could make a lot of money. Senior sister, can you lend me some spiritual stones? Are you going to bet? Mu Shireen said, Fang Yang definitely won't give up. This challenge is extremely dangerous. Your chances of winning aren't high. Mu Shireen wanted to persuade Yang Hongwu to give up, but looking at Yang Hongwu's expression, she was afraid that he wouldn't give up. Senior sister, I know what I'm doing. Since Fang Yang looks down on me, I'll let him know how powerful I am. 1 to 10 is just right for me to make a lot of money. Yang Hongwu's eyes flashed with a cold light. Okay, how much do you want? Mu Shireen said helplessly. Senior sister, how much do you have? Yang Hongwu asked. 1 million spiritual stones. Mu Shireen said, this is my limit. Yang Hongwu was shocked. What a tycoon. The entire Golden Dragon country's annual production was only a few tens of thousands, but Mu Shireen asked for 1 million. The difference was too big. That's enough. Thank you, senior sister. When the time comes, I'll definitely pay you back 3 times, no 5 times. Yang Hongwu took the spiritual stones and walked towards the gambling house. 1 million spiritual stones on Yang Hongwu being first. Yang Hongwu said as he threw the interspatial pouch on the table and looked at the manager. 1 million spiritual stones? This guy is crazy. He's Yang Hongwu. Damn, he's really a tycoon. Bullshit. How could he have so many spiritual stones? It must be Senior Sister Mu who gave them to him. I want to be a gigolo too. 1 million spiritual stones. It's definitely a waste. Who does he think he is? He's only at the 3rd level of the true spirit realm, and he wants to be first. At the gambling den, there was an uproar. What? You don't dare to accept? Yang Hongwu asked. This? The manager was a bit hesitant. 1 million was a bit too much. Accept. At this time, a voice rang out. Fang Yang and Lu Zoming walked over and looked coldly at Yang Hongwu. You're giving me money even before you die. There's no reason for me not to accept it. Not to mention 1 million spiritual stones. I can even afford 10 million. Seeing Lu Zoming and Fang Yang together, Yang Hongwu was a bit surprised. He didn't expect his 2 enemies in the Sky Dragon sect to be together. Die. Yang Hongwu revealed a meaningful smile. Senior brother Fang thought that I was going to die last time, but I'm still alive and kicking here. Not only am I alive, but I've also made a breakthrough, and my strength has increased by another level. The ignorant are fearless. Don't think that I don't know what kind of secret technique you used to win last time. That secret technique won't last long. Once it's over, you're dead for sure. Fang Yang sneered. Let's just wait and see. All right, the odds are 1 to 10. If I win, then Senior Brother Fang will have to pay 10 million spiritual stones as compensation. I wonder if Senior Brother Fang can afford it? Oh, I forgot that Senior Brother's uncle is the sect master. I should be punished for not even knowing this. It's my fault. Yang Hongwu teased. Chapter 93. Violent Kill. The second round was also divided into 10 arenas. Rules: 2-on-2 elimination system. Life and death. Surrender or death means defeat. Yang Hongwu drew arena number 3, and his opponent was number 63. After a few rounds, it was finally Yang Hongwu's turn. The host shouted, Arena number 3. Number 15 Yang Hongwu versus number 63 Zhou Ziao. Yang Hongwu leaped up and jumped onto the stage. He sized up his opponent. This guy was very strong and was ranked 5th among the top 10 outer disciples. Below the arena, Fang Yang and Lu Zoming smiled. That little bastard is dead for sure. He might win this round, but what about the next one? What about the next one? That's right. To celebrate, let's have a toast. The two raised their cups and smiled. On the arena, Yang Hongwu, you're dead today. Zhou Ziao was arranged by Lu Zoming and gave him a demon frenzy pill. He was originally at the pinnacle of true spirit realm level 10, and his combat strength was amazing. He might not be able to kill a Purple Palace realm martial artist, but after eating the demon frenzy pill, his combat strength increased tremendously. His combat strength was equivalent to the pinnacle of Purple Palace realm level 1, and he could even fight against a Purple Palace realm level 2. Yang Hongwu looked at Zhou Ziao. This guy's killing intent was so strong, and he was so hostile to him. He also thought of Fang Yang, so this guy must have been arranged by Fang Yang. You were sent by Fang Yang? Yang Hongwu looked at Zhou Ziao, and his killing intent spread out. I have no grudges with you. You can only blame yourself for offending Senior Brother Fang. Zhou Ziao pointed his long sword at Yang Hongwu. When you die, don't come looking for me. Shameless boasting. Yang Hongwu sneered. You're weaker than Yin Tiandao, and you want to kill me? You're courting death. As Yang Hongwu spoke, he activated his battle constitution. A golden dragon avatar roared and appeared behind him. He used his full strength. Titan Art. Mysterious Dragon 9 transformations. 3rd transformation. He activated all of them. He didn't use the battle spirit possession, and his combat strength was raised to the extreme. With the invincible saber in his hand, he looked like an invincible god of war. Azure Dragon 9 consecutive strikes. With a wave of his saber, countless saber shadows appeared and enveloped Zhou Ziao. Zhou Ziao also moved. He leaped into the air. His body was that of an eagle that could look down on the world and soar into the sky. That was why he was very fast, and his movement technique was very powerful. Moreover, his body had already reached the second stage, allowing him to soar into the sky. Eagle spreads its wings. Goshawk pounces. Zhou Zihuang was like an eagle. He swooped down with a long sword in his hand. The long sword in his hand was like an incomparably sharp eagle claw. He wanted to tear Yang Hongwu apart. Pung pung pung. When the saber and sword clashed, there was a series of explosive sounds. She exploded, and saber lights splashed everywhere. Yang Hongwu was forced back. Zhou Zi wanted to stand firm, his eyes flashing with madness. He had already taken the demonic frenzy pill, and the medicinal effects had already erupted. His combat strength had directly soared by several times. You are indeed very strong, as expected of someone who could kill Yin Tiandao. However, you will still die in my hands. Zhou Ziao's long sword emitted a dazzling light, as if it was a small sun. Scorching sun slash. The small sun rushed towards Yang Hongwu, as if it was going to tear the space apart. The small sun contained a terrifying amount of energy. Even a Purple Mansion realm expert would not be able to withstand this attack. It seemed to have the power to destroy the heavens and earth, and it would kill all enemies that tried to block this attack. Young master, be careful. This guy has taken an elixir that stimulates his potential. You will not be able to withstand it. Quick, use the battle spirit possession. Hua Qinxue shouted. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath and did not hesitate. Battle spirit possession. Hua Qinxue's shadow turned into a white light and attached itself to Yang Hongwu's body, forming a white lotus battle armor. This caused Yang Hongwu's combat strength to increase. His aura had changed. True Spirit Realm LV4, LV5, LV6, all the way to the peak of True Spirit Realm Level 10. Battle intent surged in Yang Hongwu's eyes. Looking at the powerful small sun, the corner of his mouth curled up, and a chilling light flashed in his eyes. Battle Dragon breaks the sky. The long saber slashed out, and a terrifying saber chi turned into a huge golden dragon. It bared its fangs and brandished its claws. Its power was boundless, as if a divine dragon had descended to the world to kill all demons. Bang! 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 The huge dragon and the small sun collided, causing a terrifying explosion. The entire arena was blown up, and the defensive array was torn apart. Gosh, their strength is so terrifying that the arena was destroyed. Terrifying, too terrifying. I wonder what kind of secret technique Yang Hongwu has cultivated. He can actually increase his strength to the peak of the true spirit realm in an instant. Terrifying, too terrifying. If I went up, I would not be able to withstand even one attack. Zhou Ziao also used a secret technique. Otherwise, his strength would not have increased so much. He is even more terrifying than Yin Tiandao. As the dust settled, two figures stood at the edge of the arena, looking at each other. Yang Hongwu's clothes were torn, his hair was messy, and there was blood at the corner of his mouth. Zhou Ziao's injuries were also very serious, and his eyes flashed with a crazy red light. Kill, kill, kill. He was like a crazy demon. He was like a killing god, and his aura kept increasing. Waving his long sword, he rushed up quickly. Every time he waved his sword, a powerful sword chi would burst out. He actually lost his consciousness. Yang Hongwu wiped the blood at the corner of his mouth, and a cold smile appeared in his eyes. He still had a trump card that he had not used yet. Water Flame Lotus explode. Putting away his warblade, he raised his hands slightly, and two lotuses appeared in his hands. The two lotuses merged together, one black and one white. They kept on spinning, and a cold smile flashed in his eyes. The merged water flame lotus flew out, and its target was Zhou Ziao, who was rushing towards him. The huge lotus collided with Zhou Ziao. Suddenly, there was an explosion. A deafening sound rang out. The terrifying power completely blew up the arena, and the gravel flew out. The entire arena collapsed. A huge circular hole appeared in front of him. As for Zhou Ziao, he was blown to pieces by the terrifying explosion. Not even his bones were left behind. Oh my god, this is too terrifying. This move, I'm afraid that the full force of a second-level Purple Mansion Realms attack can't be compared to this. If Zhou Zi dies from the explosion just like that, his body will be smashed into pieces. This is too scary. Monster. This is simply a monster. Once he grows up, he won't be any weaker than those saints. Yang Hongwu, I want to marry you. Yang Hongwu, I want to give birth to your children. Below the arena, there were crazy shouts, especially those female disciples. They were shouting with all their might, and their eyes were filled with stars. Great! Serene was overjoyed. She won this battle, and it was such a domineering victory. With his current combat strength, he could probably even kill a second-level Purple Mansion Realm martial artist. On the arena, no one was a match for him anymore. Ordinary disciples wouldn't even have the courage to fight with him. Looking at Yang Hongwu on the arena, Fang Yang's eyes were filled with coldness. Now, you can be proud as much as you want. I'll let you be arrogant for a while longer. Later, you won't even be able to cry. Chapter 94. Taking turns to fight, Yang Hongwu stepped down from the stage to rest. He took a pill to recover his cultivation. Not long after, Yang Hongwu had almost recovered. Looking at the fierce battle on the stage, he knew that none of these outer disciples were weak. They all had their own trump cards. Stage 6. Number 15 Yang Hongwu versus number 31 Yang Chun. As soon as the words fell, Yang Hongwu frowned. What's going on? This round hasn't even ended yet. Why is it my turn again? Isn't this against the rules? Serene also frowned and looked at Fang Yang. Seeing his smiling face, she said angrily, Fang Yang, is this your doing? It's me, so what? This isn't against the rules. I'm just pushing their battle forward. Fang Yang laughed loudly. Although that kid's secret technique is strong, I want to see how many times he can use it. Yang Hongwu didn't say much and stood on the stage again. Why is it Yang Hongwu again? Did the rules change? Is someone messing with us? It's Fang Yang. I think he's messing with Yang Hongwu. This time Yang Hongwu is in trouble. Although his secret technique is strong, he's only a true spirit realm level 3. I'm afraid he can't use it continuously. Yeah, if it wasn't for this, Yang Hongwu would definitely be first. It's going to be difficult for him to get first place. Who told him to offend Fang Yang? Below the stage, almost no one was optimistic about Yang Hongwu. Although secret techniques were strong, they were generally limited and consumed a lot of energy. If they were used too many times in a short period of time, it would cause too much of a burden and damage one's foundation. For martial artists, a person's foundation would have a huge impact on their future growth. Once the foundation was damaged, the consequences would be unimaginable. For Yang Hongwu, this was indeed a problem. Although the battle spirit possession didn't have a limit, it consumed a lot of energy. It was impossible to completely recover in a short period of time. If it was a tag team battle, it would be a huge problem. This was Fang Yang's scheme. One had to admit that this move was ruthless. For the others, their consumption was actually not that great. This was because they were originally at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10. If they encountered an opponent at True Spirit Realm level 7 or 8, they would not need to expend too much energy to defeat them. Therefore, even if the interval was short, there was no problem. Yang Hongwu looked at Yang Chun. This guy's aura was also very powerful, surpassing the True Spirit Realm. His battle strength was not weak at all compared to Zhou Zi. He also took a pill that stimulated his potential. If I'm not wrong, it should be the same as Zhou Ziliao that you killed earlier. Hua Qinshu said, it won't be easy to deal with him. After all, your cultivation level is still too low. Strike first and gain the upper hand. Kill him in one blow, Yang Hongwu said after some thought. But what if I have another opponent like this? Hua Qinshu said, I've recovered more than half of my strength. At most, I can hold on for 2 more rounds. Unless you can find a pill that can help me recover faster. What medicinal pill? Forget it. Let's talk about it after we kill this guy. Yang Hongwu looked at Yang Chun and was about to make a move. Yang Chun looked coldly at Yang Hongwu. Without saying a word, he activated his battle body. This guy's battle body was a demonic bull with overbearing strength and astonishing defense. Ending the battle quickly was Yang Hongwu's best option. To stall for time, he didn't need the battle spirit to possess his body. If he wanted to stall for time and wait for the medicinal effects to wear off, that would be impossible. The only way was if he could cultivate a top profound step movement technique or an earth step movement technique. Moreover, if he could cultivate it to perfection, he should be able to do so. Yang Hongwu did not hesitate. Since it had already come to this point, he had to give it his all. Battle Spirit Possession. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformations. Third Transformation. Golden Dragon Battle Body. Activate. 10 Direction Killing Fist Destruction. After the Battle Spirit Possession, his strength increased explosively, reaching the peak of True Spirit Realm Level 10, half a step into the Purple Mansion Realm. The third transformation of the Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformations had 8 times the combat strength, breaking through the limit of the True Spirit Realm. Once the 10 Direction Killing Fist was unleashed, the killing intent of the fist surged, sweeping everything in its path. That fist seemed to be able to shatter space and time. When Yang Chun saw Yang Hongwu's terrifying fist coming at him, his face changed. He originally thought that this guy wouldn't be able to use the secret technique again in such a short time, which was why he dared to agree to Lu Zoming's request. He didn't expect that Yang Hongwu could still use that secret technique. Moreover, his aura was even stronger and more violent. That fist was overbearing, and under that terrifying killing intent, it was as if he could see a sea of bones and mountains of corpses. It was like an Azura from hell, causing people to stop breathing. Terrifying, extremely terrifying. What kind of cultivation skill did this guy cultivate? How many people did he kill? That was why he had such a terrifying killing intent. He was a terrifying god of slaughter. Demonic bull tramples the heavens. Yang Chun roared, and the muscles on his body bulged. His clothes were blasted apart, and he turned into a giant. His muscles were like steel, and his veins were bulging. His whole body was like a tank, charging forward. Boom! With a loud sound, Yang Hongwu's fist landed on Yang Chen's chest. The powerful force pierced through his chest, and a huge hole appeared. His heart was blown apart. Yang Chen couldn't believe it. He regretted it. Why did he agree to Lu Zoming's request? Why did he accept this mission? Why did he have to go against Yang Hongwu? That was the last thought in his mind. So powerful. Oh my God, killing with one punch. What kind of fist technique is that? I can feel the terrifying killing intent. Too powerful. I can't believe it. Can his secret technique be used without restrictions? Mu Shirin saw that Yang Hongwu had won and couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. Fan Yang and Lu Zoming were furious. Trash, what a piece of trash. He couldn't even block a single move. Fan Yang slammed his hand on the table, causing it to shatter into pieces. Lu Zoming, who are you looking for? Is that all he can do? Lu Zoming was also helpless. Senior brother Fan Yang, this is not my problem. That guy was the 3rd place of the last Outer Sect Disciple Challenge. Who knew that he couldn't even withstand a single blow? You must kill him in the next round. I want to see him die. Fan Yang roared. Senior brother, don't worry. He will definitely die in the next round. I don't believe that he can use his secret technique so many times. Lu Zoming patted his chest and promised. I hope so, Fan Yang said coldly. Yang Hongwu walked down the stage. Although he had only used the Battle Spirit Possession for a few breaths, it had consumed a lot of energy. Most of his true qi had been drained, and Hua Qinxue had also used up a lot of energy. She only had half of her cultivation left, and if she didn't have any elixirs, she would need at least 3 days to fully recover. Yang Hongwu knew that Fan Yang wouldn't give up so easily. Since Fan Yang had already used the tactic of attrition, the next round would be coming soon. The Battle Spirit Possession could only be used one more time. In other words, if his next opponent was still at the peak of True Spirit Realm Level 10 and had an elixir that could stimulate his potential, he could only blame himself for winning the next round. It was too difficult for him to defeat a Level 1 Violet Palace Realm Cultivator without using the Battle Spirit Possession. Unless he activated the 9 Dragon Saint Body, he would have a chance. Chapter 95. Soul Attack After Resting for Less Than Half an Hour. Arena 1. Number 15 Yang Hongwu versus number 18 Lin Yan. Yang Hongwu again? Isn't this too much? Yeah, It's obvious that they're targeting him. They've gone too far. In the depths of the Sky Dragon sect's elder courtyard, in a large courtyard. Old Shu, that kid from the Fong family's gone too far. Old Thief and Old Scholar were still playing chess. Don't worry, that kid has a lot of potential. This is not his limit yet. Let's see what his limit is. Old Scholar said with a smile. Aren't you worried that the kid will be killed? Old Thief asked. Nope. Yang Hongwu stood on the arena, looking at his opponent. This female disciple named Lin Yin was at True Spirit Realm level 10, but she had not reached the peak. She was ranked 11th in the last Outer Disciple Challenge. You should admit defeat. Lin Yin looked at Yang Hongwu and said, You've exhausted a lot of your energy after 2 consecutive battles. You're not my opponent. Admit defeat? Yang Hongwu laughed. There's no such word in my dictionary. Come on, let me see what you're capable of. Stubborn. Since you're not willing to admit defeat, I'll have to beat you down. Lin Yin moved. She was as light as a swallow, and her speed was extremely fast. The audience could only see a shadow moving quickly on the arena. What a good movement technique. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath. His opponent this time had the body of a spiritual swallow. She was light and elegant, and her speed was extremely fast. He had to admit that although his movement technique was good, it was not on the same level as Lin Yan's. Since he was no match for her in terms of movement techniques, he could only rely on other methods. Yang Hongwu stood still in the same place. He simply closed his eyes and used his heart to feel, using his dragon soul to feel. He actually closed his eyes. What does that mean? Is he admitting defeat? Lin Yin was ranked 11th in the previous Outer Disciple tournament. She is known for her speed. After a year, her strength has improved tremendously. Last year, she was only at LV8 of the True Spirit Realm, but she was ranked 11th. This year, she has broken through to LV10 of the True Spirit Realm. Her strength has improved even further. She is not any weaker than a martial artist at LV1 of the Purple Mansion Realm. Lin Yan's long sword pierced over. It's the Spirit Swallow sword technique. It's light and graceful, and the sword moves extremely fast. Last year, she used this move to defeat a martial artist at the peak of the True Spirit Realm level 10. Yang Hongwu suddenly opened his eyes. The saber in his hand slashed out, and the saber chi transformed into a real dragon. His genuine chi was majestic, and his power was astonishing, using clumsiness to break skill. Good lad. What a high level of comprehension. In the depths of the Elder Courtyard, the Old Scholar and Old Thief were astonished. They didn't expect this kid's comprehension of the saber to reach such a level. At the beginning of the battle, he basically didn't have any skills. He completely used his strength to kill all his enemies. There was no skill to speak of. But now, the seemingly ordinary saber contained supreme skill. Using the simplest move and the simplest movement, he broke the nimble and exquisite Spirit Swallow sword technique. Clang! The saber and sword collided. Lin Yin was forced back a step, and Yang Hongwu was forced back 3 steps. The difference in strength was obvious. The difference in cultivation level was difficult to make up for. However, Yang Hongwu didn't use that powerful secret technique. Otherwise, Lin Yin would definitely lose. He didn't use that powerful secret technique. Is there really no way to use it? If that's the case, then he'll definitely lose this battle. It shouldn't be that simple. Go, Yang Hongwu. Go, senior brother Yang. Defeat that hateful woman. Defeat that shameless woman. Below the arena, there were endless cheers and shouts. Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly. He really had a lot of fans. Of course, many male disciples were very jealous. Even some inner disciples were like this. This kid, didn't he look like a pretty boy? He was so arrogant after defeating a few outer disciples. However, without using the battle spirit possession, it wasn't that easy to defeat Lin Yin. Yang Hongwu felt that Lin Yin still had a trump card that she hadn't used yet. After all, the 11th outer disciple last year wasn't that simple. If you can't use that secret technique, you should admit defeat. Otherwise, you will die in my hands. Lin Yin looked at Yang Hongwu and said indifferently, These words surprised Yang Hongwu. This girl didn't seem to be worried about him using the secret technique. She wasn't simple. Could it be that she had a powerful trump card that could withstand his strongest attack? If that was the case, he might not be able to defeat her. When it's time to use it, I will naturally use it. Yang Hongwu said, even if I don't use the secret technique, I won't lose so easily. Are you looking down on me? Lin Yan's eyes flashed with a cold light. Since you don't want to use the secret technique, you can go to hell. After Lin Yan finished speaking, her aura surged. She seemed to have turned into a swallow and flew towards Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu felt that his soul was about to freeze. The feeling of death made Yang Hongwu's heart tremble. What kind of martial technique was this? It was so terrifying that it could directly attack the soul. It was too powerful. Dragon's Soul Shield. At the critical moment, Yang Hongwu's eyes flashed. The Dragon Soul Shadow turned into a huge shield and blocked the terrifying soul attack. Even so, Yang Hongwu was still injured. His body swayed, and he spat out a mouthful of blood. The injury was great. You actually blocked it? Lin Yan looked at Yang Hongwu in surprise. She directly attacked the soul. Even a Purple Mansion realm expert might not be able to block it. However, Yang Hongwu actually blocked it. Lin Yan was shocked. You are very powerful. You actually know how to use a soul attack. You really surprised me. Yang Hongwu wiped the blood from the corner of his mouth. However, he was not weak either. The Dragon Soul Devour the Sky and the Dragon Soul Shield were both soul-type martial techniques. The Devour the Sky could directly devour souls and battle physique shadows to increase one's strength. The Dragon Soul Devour the Sky wasn't just one move. There should be other attacks. It was just that he hadn't broken through and couldn't practice it. This isn't my strongest attack. Lin Yan looked at Yang Hongwu and said, if you don't use that secret technique, you won't stand a chance. Lin Yan moved again. She turned into a shadow and rushed towards Yang Hongwu. Her long sword danced, and sword chi covered Yang Hongwu's body. Battle Dragon breaks the sky. Yang Hongwu roared. He held the battle saber with both hands and slashed out. The saber chi rushed out as if it was going to pierce a hole in the sky. Bang, bang, bang. The saber light and sword chi intertwined. It was too much for the eyes to take in. As the shock waves spread out, the stone slabs on the stage exploded one by one, turning into rubble. Yang Hongwu's body was covered with wounds. Blood constantly flowed out. He looked very distressed. Under Lin Yan's fast and urgent attacks, Yang Hongwu was constantly pushed back. He was firmly suppressed. Hurry up and use your secret technique. Come on. Senior apprentice brother Yang, come on. Don't lose to that woman. Below the stage, the little girls watched as Yang Hongwu was pushed back again and again. They clenched their fists, wishing they could go up and help him. Yang Hongwu secretly complained in his heart. Did he really have to use the Battle Spirit Possession again? After using the Battle Spirit Possession this time, what about the next time? Next time, he would have no cards left. This woman didn't take that kind of pill to stimulate her potential. If she had that kind of pill to stimulate her potential, then he wouldn't be her opponent. Chapter 96. 16 times combat power. Lin Yan forced Yang Hongwu to take a step back with every slash of her sword. Every slash was stronger than the one before, causing more damage to Yang Hongwu. No, this can't go on. Yang Hongwu felt that he had reached his limit. Is there really no other way? Do I have to use the Battle Spirit Possession to defeat her? Profound Dragon 9 transformations. Fourth transformation, open. Yang Hongwu roared. The veins on his neck bulged, as if his bones were made of steel. His aura suddenly increased. Success. Profound Dragon 9 transformations. Fourth transformation. 16 times combat power. 10 directions killing fist, sky shatter. He punched out. The power was as strong as a dragon, as if it could shatter the sky. Lin Yan was caught off guard and was hit by the punch. Her body flew out like a kite with a broken string. Yang Hongwu did not show any mercy. Without any hesitation, he used the Kuan Peng movement technique. His body was like a giant rock as he flew up and chased after Lin Yan. 10 directions killing fist, killing god burst. Yang Hongwu sent out another punch. It was as if the god of death had descended upon the world. The terrifying slaughter, Qi, caused the air to solidify. This punch heavily landed on Lin Yan's head. Lin Yan was a woman, and a good-looking one at that, but Yang Hongwu didn't have the slightest bit of pity for her. After beating Lin Yan to the ground, he placed his saber on her neck. "You lost." Lin Yan smiled bitterly, looking at Yang Hongwu. She coughed out a mouthful of blood and sighed. "I lost. I was careless and lost to you. I didn't expect you to hold back your trump card at such a crucial moment. Thank you for not killing me. Senior brother Yang won." Yang Hongwu, senior brother Yang. I knew senior brother Yang wouldn't lose. Cheers and shouts came from below the stage. Mu Serene and the others were overjoyed, smiling. Fan Yang, Lu Zongming, and the others were ashen-faced. She lost again. Why didn't she use the demonic frenzy pill? Fan Yang grabbed Lu Zongming's collar. "That Lin Yan is very arrogant. She doesn't even care about me," said Lu Zongming. "I can't force her either. She has a grand elder behind her." This is infuriating. Seeing Yang Hongwu retreating step by step without the slightest ability to fight back. Who would have thought that he would suddenly erupt and defeat Lin Yan, advancing to the next round once again? Who's his next opponent? I don't want anything to go wrong. This time he must die. Fan Yang said. "Next is the ranking competition." "He's dead for sure," Lu Zongming said. "Senior brother Fang, just watch." The next day, the final ranking competition had officially begun. The rules of the ranking competition were very simple. The outer sect disciples who were not eliminated would fight for the 10 golden seats. Those who did not get a golden seat would be eliminated, and those who got a golden seat would have the right to challenge. The fight for the 10 gold seats was still very stressful for Yang Hongwu. Even if he obtained the 10 golden seats, he would still have to face challenges. There might be 10 challenges in a row. If Fan Yang used him, it would be very troublesome. First was the fight for the 10 gold seats. This time, there were 15 people who were not eliminated. Speaking of which, Yang Hongwu's last battle was not supposed to be, but because of Fan Yang's interference, Yang Hongwu fought one more battle. Lin Yan originally had the ability to enter the top 10, or even the top 3, but because of Fan Yang, she did not have the chance to obtain the 10 gold seats. The rules for the 10 gold seats were very simple. They had to pass through a special space secret realm. Whoever came out first would obtain the first seat, and so on. The host ordered. All the disciples entered the secret realm entrance. Yang Hongwu was the last to enter. Yang Hongwu was very confident about this. With Hua Qinshue's help and her divine sense, it was not difficult for him to avoid the dangers inside. After entering the secret realm, Yang Hongwu was very relaxed. He was not fast. Interesting. This secret realm is actually a battle test. Yang Hongwu discovered that the secret realm was actually a test. Every test would have a corresponding mechanical beast. These mechanical beasts and mechanical puppets varied in strength, but the strongest was only at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. It was just that the number of people varied. There were a total of 10 tests. The first test was a person at the 8th level of the true spirit realm. The 8th level of the true spirit realm was naturally not a problem for Yang Hongwu, so he easily passed it. Next was a puppet at the 9th level of the true spirit realm, which he defeated with a single punch. The third and fourth tests were the same person, but their strength was at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. The third test was an ordinary 10th level of the true spirit realm, and the fourth test was a quasi-violet palace realm cultivator with a powerful combat physique. There was no strange smell, and he had passed the third and fourth stages as well. It did not take much time. When it came to the fifth test, the number of people increased. Both of them were at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Mysterious dragons, 9 transformations. Third transformation, golden dragon war physique, activate. Yang Hongwu clenches fists. Omnidirectional killing fist, double dragon, strangulation. Lin Yan punched out with both fists, which were like 2 flood dragons, and heavily struck the 2 puppets. With 2 cracking sounds, the 2 puppets were sent flying. Die! Yang Hongwu took advantage of the situation and slashed down with his saber, destroying the 2 puppets. He had passed the 5th test. The 6th test. There were actually 4 martial artists at the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Didn't that mean that there were 8 people in the 7th test? There were 16 people in the 8th test? There were 64 people in the 10th test? There was no way he could pass this test. That shouldn't be the case. Hua Qinshue's voice sounded in Yang Hongwu's ears. I reckon that you don't need to kill them. You just need to pass through that door. If you didn't need to kill them, then it would be much faster. Wouldn't it be great if he could avoid them, if he used his movement technique to the extreme? Let me give it a try. Yang Hongwu used the Kuan Peng movement technique to the extreme. He opened his arms and flew into the sky like a giant rock. Just as he was about to pass through the puppets, a ferocious force rushed over. It was the first puppet. Damn it! Yang Hongwu kicked out and blocked the attack. Under the shock of the attack, Yang Hongwu quickly passed through the 4 puppets. Just as I expected. After verifying it, Yang Hongwu was overjoyed. If he passed the test like this every time, wouldn't his speed be faster? It's not that simple. Hua Qinshuo said, "You were very lucky this time. Do you think it will be so easy next time? If there were more than 8 puppets, you wouldn't be able to borrow their strength." He entered the 7th test. There were indeed 8 puppets. They were all at the peak of the 10th level of the true spirit realm. Their positions were just right. It was impossible to pass the test like the 6th test. Hua Qinshuo, do you have any simple methods? Yang Hongwu thought for a while and asked. The main reason was that there was still a tough battle ahead. Yang Hongwu didn't want to consume too much energy in this test tunnel. Of course there's a way. According to my guess, these puppets should be able to detect the presence of the enemy through the aura of the martial artist. If the aura is well hidden, these puppets won't be able to detect it. Hua Qinshuo said, "You mean hiding one's aura will not alert these puppets?" "Yes." "What cultivation technique? Tell me quickly." Yang Hongwu wanted a cultivation method that could conceal one's aura. Generally, only assassins or killers would have such a high level of aura concealment technique. Of course, there are also some powerful sects and ancient families. Chapter 97. Tortoise Breathing Technique. Hua Qinshuo said, "I have a tortoise breathing technique. After practicing it, you can hide your breath like a tortoise in hibernation. No one can detect your breath." Tortoise breathing technique? Good, tell me. Yang Hongwu said impatiently. Hua Qinshuo nodded. She flicked her finger and a ray of light entered between Yang Hongwu's eyebrows. So this is the tortoise breathing technique? What good one? Yang Hongwu took a deep breath and sat down cross-legged. He began to practice this technique. Fortunately, Yang Hongwu's mental strength was strong. This tortoise breathing technique was not too difficult to practice. After half an hour, Yang Hongwu opened his eyes. "How is it?" Hua Qinshuo asked. "What level have you reached?" "The 2nd level. This tortoise breathing technique is very powerful. If I wasn't worried about time, I would have reached the 3rd level. But I don't have much time. After all, I am still in the challenge." Yang Hongwu's face was full of confidence. This tortoise breathing technique would be very useful in the future. Especially when he was being chased by enemies, this tortoise breathing technique would be of great help. The 2nd level should be able to hide from these puppets. "Give it a try," Hua Qinshuo said to Yang Hongwu. "Okay." Yang Hongwu nodded and took a step forward. The tortoise breathing technique was activated. His breath was completely restrained. Step by step, he walked toward the puppets. It is indeed effective. After walking past the first puppet, it did not attack. Yang Hongwu's face was full of joy. "Don't go too fast." Seeing that Yang Hongwu was about to speed up, Hua Qinshuo quickly stopped him. "If you go too fast, you will be recognized." Seeing that the puppet was about to move, Yang Hongwu was shocked. "Thank you." If it was not for Hua Qinshuo's reminder, he would have been surrounded. It seemed that these puppets not only relied on breath, but also movement to recognize intruders. This was only the 7th level. Would the puppets in the 8th level be more advanced? Yang Hongwu was still uncertain. After easily passing through the 7th checkpoint, Yang Hongwu arrived at the 8th checkpoint. At the 8th checkpoint, there were also puppets at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10. However, there were 16 puppets this time. Yang Hongwu once again used the turtle breathing skill to pass this checkpoint. Next was the 9th checkpoint. There were 32 puppets in the 9th checkpoint, and the combat power of these puppets seemed to have increased slightly. However, it was a daunting experience without any mishap. The 10th checkpoint. This is the last checkpoint. After passing through here, we can leave. Yang Hongwu already saw hope. When Yang Hongwu stepped into the 10th checkpoint, he was attacked. A long sword pierced over at an extremely fast speed. Yang Hongwu executed the Kuan Peng movement technique and barely dodged the attack. Damn, this 10th checkpoint seems to be different from what I imagined. After Yang Hongwu dodged, he opened up a distance and looked at his opponent. It's you? When Yang Hongwu saw the newcomer, he realized that this guy was not a puppet, but a person. He was one of the disciples participating in the Outer Disciple Challenge. His strength was also at the peak of True Spirit Realm level 10, and his name was Li Yi. You want to kill me? Yang Hongwu squinted his eyes and said, This 10th checkpoint is very difficult to pass. Why don't we work together? Li Yi put away his long sword and looked at Yang Hongwu. Hearing this, Yang Hongwu could not help but sneer. Work together? Why should I work together with you? You just attacked me, and now you want to work together with me? Why should I believe you? After entering here, Yang Hongwu found out that the entrances were randomly assigned, but after the 10th checkpoint, they would be combined. This was also a challenge for the disciples. If you don't work together, it will be very difficult for you to pass. Whoever passes the checkpoint first will be able to obtain the golden seat. Li Yi said faintly, Only the top 10 will have a chance. After that, you won't even have a chance to challenge. You don't have to worry about that. Yang Hongwu said, Don't block the way. If you want to fight with me, then I'll be happy to oblige. Okay, you go first. Li Yi stepped aside. He was angry that Yang Hongwu didn't give him any face. However, he wouldn't start a fight with Yang Hongwu at this time. Only a fool would do that. After all, there was still a battle to be fought. That was the Golden Throne Challenge. If he fought with Yang Hongwu at this time, even if he won, he would consume a lot of energy. Yang Hongwu's strength wasn't weak. It wouldn't be easy to defeat him. Yang Hongwu walked in. The 10th checkpoint, here I come. After entering the checkpoint, Yang Hongwu found that the 10th checkpoint was the same. 32 puppets, and they were all half-step into the Purple Mansion realm. Tortoise breathing skill. Yang Hongwu stepped in carefully, one step at a time. Li Yi's eyes widened when he saw this scene. How is this possible? Why aren't these puppets attacking him? Could it be that these puppets are broken? Li Yi thought as he walked in. When he entered the attack range, he was attacked by the puppets. Damn it, this guy, what method did he use to cheat? Why aren't the puppets attacking him? Li Yi was furious. He kept dodging and moving forward step by step. At this time, Yang Hongwu had already gone out. He pushed open the door and walked out of the 10th checkpoint. Bastard, I'll let you have the first place. I'll make you give it up. The first golden seat is mine. Li Yi waved his long sword, destroying the puppets one by one under the powerful sword chi. Someone's coming out. Let's see who it is. I think it should be Yang Hongwu. He's so strong. It might be Huang Pu Zhao. He's a puppet master, and he has studied the puppets here. We'll know when he comes out. Yang Hongwu stepped out and walked to the first golden seat under everyone's gaze. It's Yang Hongwu. It's really him. Long live Senior Brother Yang. My Senior Brother Yang is the best. Senior Brother Yang, I want to have a baby with you. A chubby junior sister shouted. Shut up. Why don't you take a look at yourself? Do you think Senior Brother Yang would fall for you? Another pockmarked face girl shouted in dissatisfaction. I'm the best match for Senior Brother Yang. This kid didn't disappoint me. In the Elder Courtyard, the old scholar said, This kid came out less than 2 hours ago. There aren't many people who can come out in such a short time. That's right. 30 years ago, Dongfang Yifei came out in 2 hours. The old thief said, His aptitude is higher than Dongfang Yifei's. The old scholar said, Don't forget, his cultivation is only at the 3rd level of the true spirit realm. Back then, Dongfang Yifei's cultivation had already reached the half-step Violet Palace realm. Are you going to accept a disciple? The old thief said, This kid's cultivation technique doesn't seem to be suitable for you. He has the Golden Dragon War body, which is incompatible with your Confucian cultivation technique. Can I accept a disciple just because my cultivation technique isn't suitable? The old scholar didn't care at all. He smiled and said, "Besides, the Golden Dragon War body isn't as simple as you think." Chapter 98. Someone else is coming out. It's Li Yi. Li Yi was much slower than Yang Hongwu. He was in a sorry state, and his aura was unstable. It was obvious that he had used up a lot of energy in the previous battle. After Li Yi came out, his eyes flashed with a sharp light. He coldly snorted at Yang Hongwu and sat down on the second golden throne. Time passed quickly, and more disciples came out one after another. 4 hours later, all 10 golden thrones were occupied, and the other disciples were also sent out. The host stood on the stage. "All right, let the challenges begin. Remember, you only have one chance to challenge." Ranked 10th was Hua Feiqing. He stood up and walked to the center of the stage. He looked at Yang Hongwu and said, "I challenge Yang Hongwu." "It's me again." Yang Hongwu looked at this guy. True Spirit Realm Level 10. This guy was able to pass the last round at True Spirit Realm Level 10. He's not simple. Yang Hongwu stood up. He wants to challenge me? With his ability, doesn't he know how strong I am? Even the previous champion, Yin Tiandao, was killed by me. Steel Fist Body. Hua Feiqing activated his battle body. His fist turned into steel. He threw a punch at Hua Feiqing. The steel fist could even shatter a sword. Countless people had died under his steel fist. Golden Dragon Battle Body. Activate. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformations. 4th Change. Azure Dragon 9 Consecutive Strikes. Yang Hongwu did not hesitate. He held the invincible War Blade in his hand and slashed out. The War Blade and Hua Feiqing's steel fist collided. Both of them retreated. However, Yang Hongwu retreated 2 steps, while Hua Feiqing retreated 10 steps before stopping. Puff! Hua Feiqing was injured. He was caught off guard by the 9 stacks of gravity. "I admit defeat," Hua Feiqing said. He knew very well that Yang Hongwu was only pushed back a few steps, but Hua Feiqing was not injured at all. Hua Feiqing, on the other hand, had his inner palace damaged. It was impossible for him to defeat Yang Hongwu. Moreover, if Yang Hongwu really released his inner palace, Hua Feiqing might lose his life, so he simply chose to give up. "Bastard, why did you admit defeat?" This guy, Lu Zoming, was also somewhat dissatisfied. He had given benefits to all those who had entered the battle for the Golden Throne and had them challenge Yang Hongwu. His purpose was to exhaust him and kill him. Hua Feiqing was one of them. However, Hua Feiqing admitted defeat after only 1 attack. How could he not be annoyed? Ranked 9th was Mao Qingxuang. "I challenge Yang Hongwu." After Mao Qingxuang stood up and announced his opponent, the crowd below the arena became lively. This is a conspiracy." The girls who liked Yang Hongwu shouted, "Shameless, get down here. Mao Qingxuang, get down here." Mao Qingxuang heard the shouts. His mouth twitched, but he still stood up and looked at Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu looked at where Fang Yang and Lu Zoming were. Fang Yang made a throat-slitting gesture. His eyes were full of killing intent. "It's him." Yang Hongwu knew that this time it was more difficult. Maybe the next few people would challenge him. "Junior brother Yang, please," Mao Qingxuang said. "I won't be merciful. Since this guy was looking for trouble with him, he would teach them a lesson. Otherwise, they would think that he was easy to bully." Mao Qingxuang's eyebrows twitched. He was uneasy, but soon he calmed down and said, "I won't be merciful either. Junior brother, you have to be careful." His combat constitution was the ancient vine monster body. It was an ancient combat constitution of the wood element. It was very powerful, but Mao Qingxuang had only activated a part of it. Monster vines bloom. Mao Qingxuang's hands stretched out, and a huge demonic vine, like a huge octopus, whipped towards Yang Hongwu with its tentacles. Yang Hongwu had already activated his combat constitution. He also activated the 9 changes of the mysterious dragon. It was not easy to deal with these huge monster vines. Monster vines were of the wood element. Their nemesis should be this guy. Unfortunately, he did not cultivate a fire element cultivation method. He could only dodge for a while. Of course, he could also activate the battle spirit possession and kill them directly. But the battle spirit possession could only be used once. It could not be used until the critical moment. Sweep in all directions. Yang Hongwu swung his saber. There were saber shadows in all directions, cutting off the monster vines. But the monster vines' ability to grow was too terrifying. It was as if they could not be killed. They grew again after being cut off. They were like whips, lashing out crazily. Pa! 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 Yang Hongwu could only keep dodging. Hua Qinxue, do you have a fire element cultivation method? Yang Hongwu asked quickly. I do have a fire element cultivation method, but you're in the middle of a battle. You can't be distracted. Hua Qinxue said. It's okay. Yang Hongwu said, pass it to me first. Hearing this, Hua Qinxue imparted a fire attribute cultivation method to Yang Hongwu. Fire and water lotus, protect. A huge lotus appeared and protected Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu did not move. He let Mao Chengshuang attack him. He even closed his eyes. What is he doing? Did he give up? No, he didn't give up. Last time he also closed his eyes. But the moment he opened his eyes, he defeated his opponent. That's right. It should be the same this time. What is he doing? Mao Chengshuang saw Yang Hongwu use the fire and water lotus. He hid behind the lotus and closed his eyes. He had a bad feeling. Monster vine kill. Mao Chengshuang roared. A huge monster vine, as thick as a pot, quickly wrapped around Yang Hongwu. It kept closing in as if it wanted to wrap Yang Hongwu to death. The lotus kept closing in, making creaking sounds. It was as if it was going to explode at any time. Yang Hongwu is in trouble this time. Great. That's great. Many people below the arena were worried about Hongwu. Only Fan Yang was happy. He smiled. That's it. Kill him. Wrap him up. This time he's dead. That's right. He's dead meat. Cheers. Fan Yang raised his glass, feeling refreshed. A smile appeared on Mao Chengshuang's face. After killing him and Yang Hongwu, he would become the #1 outer sect disciple. Not only would he be able to obtain the golden throne, he would also be able to obtain the recognition of senior brother Fan Yang. He seemed to see victory waving at him. He saw himself becoming the eldest senior brother of the outer disciples. Countless junior brothers and sisters would fawn over him. Pure Yang primordial fire. A voice sounded. A ball of flame that looked like a fire dragon flew out and landed on the huge demonic vine. Immediately, the demonic vine began to burn. The huge monster vine was burned clean in an instant. How is this possible? My monster vine. Mao Chengshuang let out a deafening cry. The demonic vine wasn't a manifestation of his true battle constitution, but a demonic vine that had been raised with his blood. It was cut down before, but the consumption was not great. But this time, it was burned by the pure Yang primordial fire. This was different. The root of the monster vine was damaged. While he was screaming, Yang Hongwu moved. Fire and water lotus explode. A huge lotus flower flew out, hit Mao Chengshuang's body, and suddenly exploded. Boom! With a loud sound, Mao Chengshuang was blown away. He fell to the ground and twitched. No one knew if he was dead or alive. Chapter 99. Next, Zhou Tianyong. The host shouted, I challenge Yang Hongwu. Zhou Tianyong stood up. Shameless. This is too shameless. Unfair. This is too unfair. Scheming. Below the stage, everyone cried out one after another. This was really too unfair. It was clear that they were targeting Yang Hongwu. Otherwise, how could the 10th, 9th, and 8th all challenge the first golden seat Yang Hongwu? The gap between the 1st and the 10th and the 7th and 8th disciples was huge. Yang Hongwu sneered. He had already guessed this. Challenging one by one is too slow. I know you all want to challenge me. How about this? All of you come at me together so that we don't waste time. Yang Hongwu stood up, looked at the others, and said loudly, Crazy? Is he crazy? How can he win if all of them come at him together? All 7 of them are at the peak of true spirit realm level 10. How can he win? Hearing Yang Hongwu's words, the crowd below the stage was stunned. These people were all elites, the elites of the outer disciples. They were all geniuses, geniuses who could challenge those of a higher level. Back then, Dongfang Yifei only fought 1 against 2, and now he wants to fight all 7 of them. This brat is digging his own grave. Hearing this, Fang Yang sneered. Back then, Dongfang Yifei was known as the rare genius of Sky Dragon sect, but he only fought one against two and almost lost. Who does his brat think he is? A god descending from the heavens? 1 against 7? This kid is really unexpected, Old Thief said. Could it be that he still has some big trump card that he hasn't revealed? Let's watch and see. Old Scholar said, this brat is not a reckless person. Since he dares to do this, he must be confident. You trust him that much? Old Thief was surprised by Old Scholar's words. Hearing Yang Hongwu's words, Zhuotianyong was furious. Are you looking down on me? Why don't you all come at me together? Yang Hongwu ignored her and turned to the others. Are you courting death? The few people sitting on the golden seats were also angry, especially Li Yi, who was ranked second. How could he not be angry when he saw Yang Hongwu speak such arrogant words? Host, is this okay? If I lose, they'll just have to go through another round of the qualifiers themselves, Yang Hongwu said. Are you sure? This is not a joke, the host said. Of course not. They're going to challenge me anyway. If they come one by one, it'll be too much of a waste of time. It's better to decide the victor in one battle. In any case, it won't take much time to deal with this group of trash, said Yang Hongwu. Fine, fine. Since you want to die, I'll fulfill your wish. Hearing Yang Hongwu call them trash, everyone was furious. All of them were furious as they walked down from their golden seats and came to the center of the arena. You're all trash. You can't even withstand a single blow. Yang Hongwu's tone was filled with disdain. Seeing that both sides agreed, the host could only nod. Little bastard, you'll have to pay the price for your arrogant words. I'll crush your bones inch by inch. Li Yi said coldly, I'll let you know what it means to live a life worse than death. Oh no, this time Yang Hongwu is in trouble. He's too stupid. If he challenges them one by one, with his strength, even if he can't get first place, he should have no problem getting into the top 3. It's also because he's angered. Young people still don't have enough mental strength. This was the thought of some of the elders present. Different from these elders, the female disciples, junior brothers and sisters below the arena, were full of admiration, especially those junior sisters. Each of their eyes were shining. Domineering, too domineering. My senior brother Yang is so handsome. He's so handsome. He's courting death. Those male disciples looked at those junior sisters and some senior sisters. They were all infatuated, and their hearts were filled with jealousy. In the arena, Yang Hongwu looked at the 7 people opposite him. Among these 7 people, Li Yi was the strongest. Yang Hongwu reckoned that among these people, there must be some who had taken the elixir that could stimulate their potential. Maybe all of them had the elixir. In order to kill him, Fang Yang had really paid a big price. He had been too merciful before. This time, he had to be more ruthless, especially that Li Yi and Zhuotianyong. He had to kill them. Battle Spirit Possession. Golden Dragon War Body. Activate. Mysterious Dragon 9 Transformation. 4th Transformation. After entering battle mode, Yang Hongwu activated his strongest state. Hua Qinxue poured all of her energy into his body, activating his strongest state. His aura surged. His cultivation broke through from True Spirit Realm Level 1 to the peak of True Spirit Realm Level 10. And finally, he broke through to Purple Mansion Realm Level 1 before stopping. Divine Consciousness. He used Hua Qinshue's Divine Consciousness. This was his strongest state, but it also consumed the most energy. After this battle, Hua Qinshuo would be in a deep sleep for at least a month before she could wake up. That would not be a complete recovery. Killing Fist of 10 Directions, Destruction of 10 Directions. Yang Hongwu roared and attacked with both of his fists. Fist after fist, the terrifying fist force enveloped the entire arena. The murderous aura condensed, and the intense killing intent made it hard for people to breathe. Li Yi and the others who were enveloped by this killing fist felt as if they were looking at the Azura Hell. Numerous killing gods condensed on the fist, and each fist was filled with the power to destroy heaven and earth. Kill, kill, kill. Azura Blood Sea. White bones and the sky seemed to have been dyed red. Not good. This is the massacre realm. Everyone, let's attack together, or we will all die here. Li Yi was the first to discover the situation and shouted. At this moment, they realized how powerful and terrifying their opponent was. Although Yang Hongwu was only at true spirit realm level 3, his secret technique was too terrifying. He had actually forcefully raised his cultivation to the first level of the Purple Mansion realm, and he had even cultivated such a terrifying fist art. Murderous aura filled the air, making people lose their minds. Demon, did this guy cultivate a demonic cultivation technique and become a demon? They were all scared to death. Blood Dragon Battle Body, activate. Celestial Battle Body, activate. Fierce Horse Battle Body, activate. Dragon Devouring Battle Body, activate. Without any hesitation, they all activated their battle bodies to the strongest level. All of them unleashed their strongest attacks. Blade Light, Sword Chi, Fist Light, Bow and Arrow, Long Whip. They all attacked Yang Hongwu crazily. The colorful light was like fireworks, extremely beautiful. Yang Hongwu's killing fist collided with the attacks of Li Yi and the other 6. An earth-shattering sound rang out. On the martial stage, the defensive formation was unable to withstand the terrifying power and began to shatter. Like a spider web, it began to shatter. The stone bricks on the ground also burst open, and pieces of gravel flew out. Many disciples who were watching the battle were unlucky. Not good. Defend together and repair the array. The few elders present shouted loudly. Chapter 100. Pung, pung, pung. The moment the array was repaired, Li Yi and the other 6 were sent flying. Trash. Yang Hongwu looked at the 7 people who were sent flying by him. He raised his middle finger and mocked. With such strength, you want to challenge me? Below the stage. Too domineering. So strong. Li Yi and the other 6 are not his match. Even the defense of the stage was broken. No wonder he wants to fight against 7 people. He is so strong. Li Yi and the other 6 got up again. Although this attack injured them, it was not fatal. They still had the strength to fight, especially Li Yi. At this moment, he was furious. It was embarrassing. 7 people, but they couldn't even defeat 1 person. How could someone as arrogant as him accept this? The other 6 were the same. Those who were able to enter the top 10 were all geniuses. Which one of them didn't have their own pride? Now that 7 of them were defeated so miserably, how could they accept this? Yang Hongwu, don't be complacent. We were too careless just now. This time, you will die without a burial ground. Li Yi said coldly. His voice was like a bone-chilling winter wind, chilling to the bone. A toad yawning, such big words. Yang Hongwu laughed contemptuously. I didn't kill you just now because I gave you a chance to admit defeat. If you come again, I won't be merciful. Yang Hongwu's eyes were filled with killing intent. Li Yi was not afraid, but of course, there were others who were. I admit defeat. Li Sha, who was ranked 6th, admitted defeat. Without hesitation, she jumped off the stage. Since the first one admitted defeat, there was naturally a second and a third. The 5th and 4th also admitted defeat. Trash. All of you are trash. Cowards. Li Yi was trembling with anger. Not only Li Yi, the angriest ones were Fang Yang and Lu Zoming below the stage. A cup was smashed by Fang Yang, and the table was also smashed by him. 7 people, 3 left. Only 4 were left. They were ranked 2nd Li Yi, 3rd Long Shang Yun, 7th Xia Yuan Song, and 8th Zhu Tianyou. Other than Long Shang Yun, who was a woman, the rest were all men. Are you ready to die? Yang Hongwu looked at the remaining 4 and asked, do you really think that you're invincible just because you took advantage of me? You're courting death. Kill him. Li Yi and the other 3 were completely enraged. Compared to the beginning, they were even more furious. Their eyes were red and filled with killing intent. Tempest Blade, Annihilation, a ray of light flickered, and a small tornado appeared. It had the power to destroy mountains and rivers, and it went straight for Yang Hongwu. Indestructible Blood Dragon. A blood-red flood dragon was baring its fangs and brandishing its claws. Heavenly Elephant Punch. A fist punched out in the air like a gigantic celestial phenomenon. Its power was boundless and domineering. Even the heavens and earth were about to collapse and the space was about to be pierced through. Dance of 10,000 snakes. A long whip lashed out. The long whip swayed, resembling numerous green, poisonous snakes. They were densely packed together, constantly dancing and cruising, emitting sizzling sounds. All of them rushed towards Yang Hongwu, wanting to devour and bite him. This caused one scalp to turn numb and their hair to stand on end. "Is that all you've got?" Yang Hongwu stood there with a smile on his face. "If that's all you've got, then you can all go to hell." Heaven connecting lotus leaf, Wu Bai. Green lotus leaves clustered out as if they were connected to the horizon. They rushed out and blocked all the attacks of Li Yi and the other three. Omnidirectional killing fist, god of death, annihilation. Behind the green lotus leaves was Yang Hongwu's fist, which was surrounded by terrifying killing intent. The killing intent condensed into a terrifying god of death. This god of death was dressed in white, and it fluttered in the absence of wind. Suddenly, his eyes opened, and two terrifying rays of cold light shot out. He raised his right hand and punched out. The fist energy rushed out. Crack! Crack! The sound of glass shattering could be heard. The space collapsed, and a black hole was formed. The black hole grew bigger and bigger, and it swallowed Li Yi and the other three. "No, I don't want to die," the four shouted. They could only watch as the black hole swallowed them. They couldn't move and had no strength to resist. Li Yi and the others regretted. Why did they target Yang Hanwu? Why did they agree to lose Zoming's condition? If they didn't agree, they wouldn't have died. But it was too late to regret now. Bang! A loud sound. The defense of the arena was broken again. A ray of light shrouded the arena, and an old man appeared in the arena. The old man blocked the terrifying black hole with one hand. This battle is won by Yang Hongwu. He will be the senior brother of the outer court, the first golden seat. After saying that, the old man grabbed Li Yi and the other three and left the arena. Yang Hongwu stood in the arena. He smiled bitterly. This time, he had consumed too much energy. His body couldn't take it anymore, and his chi was drained. He was already an arrow at the end of its flight. He was lucky to be able to stand here. However, the fact that Li Yi and the other three didn't die made Yang Hongwu quite unhappy. However, that old man was too terrifying. He was the most terrifying and powerful person he had ever met. Even Bai Yiran wasn't as terrifying as him. How many experts did the Heavenly Dragon sect have? The first golden seat, the senior brother of the outer court, Yang Hongwu, senior brother Yang. Deafening cheers came from below the arena. 1 against 7, and he won. He was too powerful. He defeated 7 people alone. That last punch was too powerful. Even an ordinary Purple Mansion realm cultivator wouldn't be able to withstand it. Monster? Genius? The host walked to Yang Hongwu's side and whispered, "Junior brother Yang, are you all right?" Yang Hongwu smiled bitterly. "I'm fine. I just used too much energy. I'll be fine in a while." "That's good." The host handed the reward for the first place outer court disciple to Yang Hongwu. "Junior brother, congratulations. This is the Dragon Blood True Spirit Pill. With this pill, your strength will take another step forward." "Thank you, senior brother." Yang Hongwu took the pill. He was a little excited. The Dragon Blood True Spirit Pill was really good. This pill should be enough for him to break through to the 4th or 5th stage of the True Energy Realm. He had worked so hard just for it. Also, this is the first golden seat. It belongs to the senior brother of the outer court. You can go to the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion and choose an Earth-class cultivation technique. This was what Yang Hongwu wanted the most. An Earth-class cultivation technique was indeed powerful. However, Yang Hongwu didn't care about it the most. Yang Hongwu cared about the pill recipes on the 3rd floor and some secret records. He hoped to find a way to translate the words on the dragon bones and find a way to break the dragon soul curse. Looking at Yang Hongwu's excited expression, Yin Hao could understand. Back then, he had experienced it as well. That was an Earth-class cultivation technique, and the difference between an Earth-class cultivation technique and a Mystic-class cultivation technique wasn't small at all. Both were at the first level of the Purple Mansion realm, but the difference between a Mystic-class cultivation technique and an Earth-class cultivation technique was too huge. A martial artist who cultivated an earth-class cultivation technique could defeat 2 or 3 martial artists who cultivated a mystic-class cultivation technique. I think your movement technique should be the Kuan Peng movement technique, but it shouldn't be complete. There is a complete Kuan Peng movement technique on the 3rd floor of the Scripture Pavilion. It's an early-stage, earth-class movement technique. Yin Hao said as he patted Yang Hongwu's shoulder. Chapter 101. Chapter 101, 10 million spirit stones. Trash. All of you are trash. 7 people can't even deal with 1 person. Fang Yang and Lu Zongming were so angry that they wanted to vomit blood. 7 peak true spirit realm experts couldn't even kill a guy at level 3 true spirit realm. Most importantly, he had also lost the bet. That was 10 million spirit stones. Yang Hongwu walked down the ring with a smile on his face. Zhou San and Mu Shirin had already arrived at Yang Hongwu's side to protect him. Mu Shirin knew that although Yang Hongwu had won, he had consumed a lot of energy. If someone attacked him at this time, they wouldn't be able to resist. Congratulations, junior brother Yang. I still have to thank senior sister for her help. Yang Hongwu said with a smile. It was Fang Shan who had brought Yang Hongwu into the sect. Junior brother Yang, congratulations. I didn't expect you to be so strong. The eldest senior brother of the outer sect, the first golden seat. TSK, you're too strong. Fang Shan walked over happily, as if he was the one who had won the first golden seat. Brother Fang, senior brother Fang, senior brother Lu, why are you leaving so quickly? Yang Hongwu shouted when he realized that Fang Yang and Lu Zongming were leaving. Yang Hongwu, don't be complacent. You won't have a good ending if you offend me. Hearing that this bastard Yang Hongwu wanted to humiliate him, Fang Yang was infuriated. Senior brother Fang, have you forgotten something? The bet is 10 million spirit stones. Yang Hongwu said, Senior martial brother Fang definitely wouldn't care about a mere 10 million spirit stones. You. Hearing those words, Fang Yang's heart bled. There were so many people present, including Mu Shirin. Even if he wanted to go back on his word, there was nothing he could do. Don't worry, it's only 10 million spirit stones. Fang Yang, can still afford it. Fang Yang angrily threw out a storage ring. Your spirit stones are here, but you have to be careful. It's not that easy to take my things. After Fang Yang finished speaking, he turned around and left with Lu Zongming. Good. Junior brother Yang is really powerful. Even Fang Yang suffered a loss in front of you. However, junior brother Yang must be careful. This Fang Yang will not give up. If you encounter any difficulties, junior brother Yang must come to me. Although my strength is poor, I can still do some trivial things. Fang Shan said, Don't worry, brother Fang. I know what I'm doing, Yang Hongwu said with a smile. Oh look, I almost forgot. Isn't there still senior sister Mu? With senior sister Mu here, junior brother will definitely be fine. Fang Shan glanced at Mu Shirin beside him and gave Yang Hongwu a knowing look. Well, I won't disturb junior brother anymore. After senior sister Duan comes out of seclusion, we'll celebrate together. After Fang Shan left, Yang Hongwu, Mu Shirin, and the others arrive at the Azure Phoenix courtyard. Yang Hongwu was not in a hurry to go to the scripture depository. Right now, he needed to recover first. He was too weak. Senior sister, do you have any pills to recover the soul? Yang Hongwu looked at Mu Shirin and asked. Hua Qinxue had fallen into a deep sleep and needed a long time to recover. This was not a good thing, especially when he could face Fang Yang and Lu Zongming's plot at any time. If Hua Qinxue did not recover, it would be a problem for him to go down the mountain. Pills to recover the soul? This is too precious, but I can think of a way. Mu Shirin said. Thank you, senior sister Mu. Yang Hongwu said. We're friends, and I have a lot of responsibility for your matter. Mu Shirin said. Saying thank you is treating me as an outsider. Your injuries are very serious now. Your meridians and dantian are damaged. The dragon blood true spirit pill is too overbearing. Don't take it first. Take it after you recover. Here is a meridian warming pill that can help you repair your meridians and dantian. Mu Shirin took out a porcelain bottle and handed it to Yang Hongwu. Thank you, senior sister. Yang Hongwu was not polite. His injuries were indeed difficult to recover in a short time. It was good to have such a pill. Otherwise, it would take a long time for him to recover. This meridian warming pill could shorten a lot of time. After Serene went out, Yang Hongwu sat down cross-legged and swallowed the meridian warming pill. When the pill entered his stomach, it turned into a gentle medicinal power and began to repair his meridians and dantian. Little by little, the effect was amazing. Yang Hongwu felt as if he was soaking in a hot spring. All the pores on his body were relaxed and opened. It was very comfortable. The 9 turns of yin-yang harmony art was activated. 1 cycle, 2 cycles. After an unknown period of time, Yang Hongwu opened his eyes. Although his injuries had not fully recovered, they were almost healed. What a good meridian warming pill. It's really worthy of being a top 4th grade pill. Yang Hongwu took a deep breath. Alchemy, alchemy. He had to become an alchemist. Without Hua Qinshue's help, it was impossible for him to refine pills. He still needed Hua Qinshu to wake up. After she woke up, he had to get her to teach him how to refine pills so that he could become an alchemist. If I can break through to the 3rd revolution of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art, my strength should be greatly improved. Unfortunately, it's too difficult to improve the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art. I need to dual cultivate with a pure yin immortal body. This made Yang Hongwu very depressed. He knew a Bai Yiran, but she was not in the ancient desolate continent. She was in the ancient domain. He was too weak now and could not enter the ancient domain. The true spirit realm and the purple mansion realm was a big threshold. If he wanted to break through to the purple mansion realm, he had to break through to the 2nd revolution of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art. In other words, he had to find a woman with a pure yin immortal body to dual cultivate with. Yang Hongwu found that the power of the 9 transformation yin-yang harmony art had reached its limit. The power of his 9 dragon saint body was slowly being stimulated, and his cultivation speed was getting faster and faster. If it wasn't for his meridians being damaged and him deliberately suppressing his cultivation, he would have broken through to the 4th level of the true spirit realm. So troublesome, so troublesome. Where is he going to find a woman with a pure yin immortal body? Even if he found one, would she be willing to dual cultivate with him? It was truly infuriating. He walked out of the cultivation room. Yang Hongwu was going to go to the scripture pavilion to get his reward. After he got his reward, he would go to the market to see if there were any pills that could recover the soul. Another important reason was to find a woman with a pure yin immortal body. If he stayed here to cultivate, he would be safe. However, he could not find a woman with a pure yin immortal body, which was a big problem. Yang Hongwu estimated that according to the situation of his 9 dragon saintly body, he had 1 year at most. If he couldn't find a woman with a pure yin immortal body within a year, he was afraid that his body would explode and he would die. Senior Mu, when he walked out of the cultivation room, he found Serene sitting in the courtyard in a daze. Serene saw Yang Hongwu and asked, "Are you going to the scripture pavilion to get your reward?" Yang Hongwu nodded. "Yes, I'm going to the scripture pavilion to find a suitable movement skill." Serene thought for a moment and said, "I'll go with you. I have nothing to do anyway." Chapter 102. Blackwater Battle Body. The library of the Sky Dragon sect was one of the most important places in the sect. However, there was only an old man guarding the library. No one knew how powerful this old man was, and no one had seen him fight before. Yang Hongwu and Serene arrived at the library. "Little Mu, you're here." The old man looked like an ordinary old man without any aura. However, Yang Hongwu was shocked because of this. "Old Zong, I'm here to accompany junior brother," Serene said. "Little guy, you're not bad. You're able to defeat a Purple Mansion Realm expert with your True Spirit Realm 4th level. Not bad." Old Zong looked at Yang Hongwu and nodded. "Take good care of your physique. Here's a pill that can help you." As he spoke, Zong Lao handed Yang Hongwu a cyan pill. "This pill can restore your battle spirit." Yang Hongwu was shocked. "Battle spirit? He can actually see that I have a battle spirit. Who is this old man? What is his cultivation? Too terrifying. Don't be afraid. I won't do anything to you. Also, Hushio, is the person you're looking for. She has the black water battle body. Whether you can pass this trial or not will depend on your ability. Old Zong said with a smile. Yang Hongwu was shocked. In front of this old man, Yang Hongwu felt that he had exposed all his secrets. This old man is too terrifying. Black water battle body. Huxiao, or black water battle body, is a type of pure immortal body. This old man even knows about my 9-dragon saint body. He's too terrifying. If I enter the ancient domain, I won't have any secrets. My 9-dragon saint body will be exposed sooner or later. Old Zong, what did you say? Why is junior brother looking for senior sister Xiao? Serene was also confused. She looked at Old Zong and Yang Hongwu and asked, Cough, cough. Nothing. Thank you for your guidance. Yang Hongwu knew that if this old man wanted to harm him, he could easily crush him. There was no need for him to play any tricks. Dragon soaring 9 heavens is not bad. After that, Zhang Lao turned around and walked into the room, ignoring Yang Hongwu and Mu Shirin. Dragon in the 9 heavens? What did that mean? Junior brother, Elder Zong, is talking about a movement technique. Seeing Yang Hongwu's confusion, Mu Shirin explained, it's just that this movement technique is incomplete and no one has ever succeeded in cultivating it. I'll go take a look. Yang Hongwu was a little excited when he heard this. Dragon travels 9 heavens, this name was so domineering. Furthermore, since this old man had brought it up, it was definitely not something simple. The two of them arrived at the 3rd floor. Soon, he found the dragon soaring through the 9 heavens movement technique in a corner. There were a total of 3 floors. Only 3 levels? It's a pity. Dragon soaring through the 9 heavens was classified as a primary earth tier cultivation technique. Yang Hongwu flipped through it and felt extremely excited. This movement technique was completely compatible with him, as if it was tailor-made for him. My grandfather said that this cultivation technique might be a peak earth tier cultivation technique, or even a heaven tier cultivation technique. It's just that it's too difficult to cultivate, and it's incomplete, so it's classified as a primary earth tier cultivation technique. Mu Shirin explained, I don't recommend junior brother to choose this cultivation technique. It's too difficult to cultivate. For thousands of years, no one has been able to cultivate the 1st level. Elder Zong won't harm me, right? Yang Hongwu asked. Junior brother, you should try to cultivate it first. If it doesn't work, you can change to another cultivation technique. Mu Shirin said. Yang Hongwu nodded and put away the dragon soaring through the 9 heavens movement technique. He said, Senior Sister Mu, are there any ancient translations in this library? Like the records about the dragon clan? You want to find records about dragons? Mu Shirin asked. Yes. Yang Hongwu nodded. I accidentally obtained a dragon bone. There's some ancient words on it. I want to see what's recorded on it. Come with me. Mu Shirin led Yang Hongwu to a corner of the 2nd floor. Almost no one came to this corner. It was too inconspicuous. There was a lot of dust below. It was estimated that no one had opened these books for many years. It's here. However, there aren't many records about it. The Dragon Clan is very powerful and mysterious. If you want to know more about it, you'll have to go to the 6th floor. However, even the Supreme Elders don't have the authority to enter the 6th floor. Even if the Patriarch wants to enter, he'll need the approval of at least 3 Supreme Elders and the permission of Zhang Lao. Yang Hongwu was dumbfounded when he heard this. The authority of the 6th floor was so difficult. Only the sect master was qualified to enter, and he had to get the consent of more than 3 great elders. This was equivalent to wasting his time. Is there no other way to go up? Yang Hongwu didn't give up and asked. There are 2 ways. Mu Shirin said. However, these 2 methods aren't something that ordinary people can do. The chances are less than 1 in 10,000. 1 in 10,000 this. Yang Hongwu was speechless. What method was so difficult? Senior sister, just say it. We have to try. The first is to challenge the Heavenly Dragon Pagoda. The Heavenly Dragon Pagoda has a total of 9 floors. The difficulty of each floor increases by 10 times. Since the establishment of the Heavenly Dragon sect, no one has been able to challenge the Heavenly Dragon Pagoda except for the founder. Mu Shirin said, the rules of this Heavenly Dragon Pagoda are very simple. On the first floor, you have to kill one warrior of the same realm. On the second floor, you have to kill 10 people. On the third floor, you have to kill 100 people. On the fourth floor, you have to kill 1,000 people. Yang Hanwu vomited blood. This was absolutely impossible. 10 times the difficulty of one floor. Wouldn't he have to kill 100 million warriors of the same realm on the ninth floor? 100 million would be 100 million. He would be exhausted to death. Not to mention warriors of the same realm. Even if he had to kill 100 million ordinary people, he wouldn't be able to do it. What kind of monster was the founder of the Heavenly Dragon sect? Killing 100 million warriors of the same realm? It was simply impossible for a human to do it. Senior Sister Mu, which floor did you pass? Yang Hongwu asked curiously. The third floor. Mu Shireen said. The third floor? Senior Sister is so powerful. Yang Hongwu was shocked. To be able to kill 100 people of the same realm as him was already very terrifying. Which floor did the most powerful person pass? The most powerful person of the older generation is my grandfather. He passed the fifth floor and killed 10,024 people. Mu Shireen said, the most powerful person of the younger generation is Long Tianyi. His aptitude is even more terrifying than my grandfather's. He also passed the fifth floor and killed 10,003 people. The second is Senior Sister Hu Xiaoer. She passed the fourth floor and killed 9,962 people. There was always someone better. Yang Hanwu didn't have the confidence to kill 10,000 warriors of the True Spirit Realm Level 3. Yang Hanwu really didn't have the confidence to do it. It was even more impossible to kill 100 million people. What's the second condition? Yang Hanwu thought about it. The first condition was impossible, so there was still the second condition. Mu Shireen said, the second condition is to become the sect master of the Heavenly Dragon sect. It was the same as not saying anything. If he could become the sect master of the Heavenly Dragon sect, he would definitely be able to enter the sixth floor of the library. Chapter 103. Blood Pet Pill. After leaving the library, Yang Hongwu gave the green pill to Hua Qinxue. The pill turned into pure energy and slowly restored Hua Qinxue's strength. Half a day later, Hua Qinxue woke up. You found a pill that can restore the soul? Hua Qinxue was overjoyed. Her strength had recovered a lot, reaching the third level of the Purple Mansion realm. This was given to me by an old senior in the library. That old man saw through your existence and also discovered that I have the 9-dragon saint body. Yang Hongwu said, What? Are you kidding? Hua Qinxue was shocked. How could someone in the ancient desolate continent see through the 9-dragon saint body? How could someone discover her existence? Unless the person's strength was in the primordial spirit realm or even beyond it. There's no need to joke. Yang Hongwu said, that old man is too terrifying. In front of him, it was as if he could see through one's soul. That old man's strength is too terrifying. I'm afraid that those old guys in the ancient domain are only SOSO. Hua Qinxue sighed. I didn't expect that there would be such a terrifying existence in the ancient desolate continent. That old man shouldn't have any evil intentions. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know how I died. Yang Hongwu said, because of the 9-dragon saint body, if I can't get together with a woman with a pure, immortal body within a year, my body will explode and I will die. There is one in the Sky Dragon sect, but it's not that easy to get her. Hua Qinxue also knew about the 9-dragon saint body. Yang Hongwu also didn't hide it. He and Hua Qinxue were now one. Isn't there still a year? You have the 9-dragon saint body, which is a fatal attraction to a woman with a pure, immortal body. It shouldn't be difficult to get her. Hua Qinxue said, but your strength is too weak now. The key is to increase your strength. Moreover, you have many enemies. I plan to subdue the Blue Phoenix. That way, my battle strength will increase a lot. Yang Hongwu thought for a moment and said, if you want to subdue the Blue Phoenix, there is a blood pet pill. Can you refine the blood pet pill? Yang Hongwu asked. Of course, but the herbs for the blood pet elixir are not easy to obtain. You need a blood spirit grass. Hua Qinxue said, the blood spirit grass is very rare. It's a 5th rank spirit grass. After I consume the dragon blood true spirit pill, I'll go look for the blood spirit grass, Yang Hongwu said. In Fangyang's courtyard. Lu Zoming, your method won't work. You made me lose tens of millions of spirit stones for nothing. If you can't give me an explanation, you know the consequences. Fangyang had been in a bad mood recently. He had failed to kill Yang Hongwu and suffered a huge loss. Furthermore, it had directly caused him to fail in breaking through to the mystic embryo realm. When he saw Lu Zoming's arrival, he was extremely displeased. Senior Brother Fong, I have already received news that the little bastard is looking for the blood spirit grass. This is a good opportunity for us to get rid of him, Lu Zoming said. Blood spirit grass? What does that little bastard want the blood spirit grass for? Fangyang frowned slightly and asked. Who knows? He probably wants to find someone to refine the blood vitality elixir. The blood vitality elixir is a 5th rank elixir that can refine and improve one's bloodline and restore the origin of one's bloodline. That brat has used a few powerful secret techniques, which probably caused great damage to his body. He wants to use the blood vitality elixir to restore the origin of his bloodline, Lu Zoming said. You have news about the blood spirit grass? The blood spirit grass was very precious, and so was the blood vitality elixir. If he had it, Fangyang would not be willing to part with it. There is news about the blood spirit grass in the Sky Dragon Mountain Range. However, it is said that there is a 5th rank, late stage, savage beast guarding it. Even a mystic embryo realm martial artist returned without success, Lu Zoming said. Even a mystic embryo realm martial artist returned without success. Do you think that brat will take the risk? Fangyang heard and said, he is not a fool. With his strength, even if he uses that powerful secret technique, he can only deal with early-stage Purple Mansion realm martial artists. He will not be able to withstand a single blow from a mystic embryo realm martial artist. Not many people know about the news about the blood spirit grass, Lu Zoming said. As for the news about the 5th rank savage beast, we just have to keep it a secret from that little bastard. Furthermore, that little bastard urgently needs the blood spirit grass. Even if he knows that there's a 5th rank savage beast, he will still go. Mu Serene and Duan Xian will not stand by and do nothing. If they go together, we can catch them all in one fell swoop and be the fishermen. That's right. When both of them and the 5th rank savage beast are injured, we will be the fisherman that benefits. Fangyang's eyes lit up. If that's the case, let us prepare well. As for the news, get someone to leak it to that little bastard. Remember not to let that little bastard off too easily. Otherwise, it will arouse his suspicion. Don't worry, Senior Brother Fong. I know what to do. Lu Zoming nodded. What? You want to go out? When Mu Shireen heard that Yang Hongwu wanted to go out, she frowned and said worriedly, although you have made a breakthrough in your strength, you are still only at level 4 of the true spirit realm. Fangyang and the others must be watching you in the dark. In the Sky Dragon sect, there are sect rules, so he will not do anything openly. But once you are out of the sect, it will be much easier for him to deal with you. Yang Hongwu said, Senior sister, don't you want to tame the blue phoenix? You have a way to help me tame the blue phoenix? Mu Shireen heard and asked happily, but she shook her head. I have already given you the blue phoenix. It is yours. Yang Hongwu smiled and said, the blue luan bird originally belonged to Senior Sister. Senior Sister has the blue luan battle body. If you can subdue the blue luan bird, your strength will increase explosively and you will directly break through to the mystic embryo realm. At that time, Senior Sister can help me catch an even stronger savage beast. Mu Shireen was indeed tempted. Originally, Mu Shireen wanted to tame the blue phoenix as her natal battle pet. But the blue phoenix was too difficult to tame and the possibility of success was too low. Plus, Yang Hongwu was in great danger because of her, so she gave the blue phoenix to Yang Hongwu. What is it? Mu Shireen asked. Have you heard of the blood pet elixir? Yang Hongwu looked at Mu Shireen and asked, blood pet elixir? Junior brother, do you have a recipe for the blood pet elixir? Hearing this, Mu Shireen was pleasantly surprised. It was very difficult to tame a battle pet. Ordinary savage beasts were easy to tame, but those with noble bloodlines were not easy to tame. Even if they were young, they would not yield to human warriors. Yang Hongwu nodded and said, I have the recipe for the blood pet elixir, and I can refine it. But now, the herbs needed to refine the blood pet elixir are very precious. One of them is the blood spirit grass, which is very rare. You went out this time to find the blood spirit grass? Serene asked. Chapter 104. Lesser teleportation charm. Your idea is not bad. With her help, the probability of obtaining the blood spirit grass will be much higher. Hua Qinshue said, the blood spirit grass is a grade 5 spiritual medicine. There must be a savage beast guarding the blood spirit grass. It could be at the peak of grade 5 or even grade 6. With your strength alone, there is no way you could defeat it. That's why I asked Senior Sister Mu to help me. If I'm lucky, I can make 2 or 3 blood pet elixirs from 1 blood spirit grass. For me, 1 is enough. Yang Hongwu had purposely told Mu Shireen about the blood pet elixir. Without her help, Yang Hongwu wouldn't have been able to get the blood spirit grass. More importantly, he had to face Fong Yang's suppression. He was only at true spirit realm level 4, and Fong Yang hated him to the core. After leaving the Sky Dragon sect, Yang Hongwu didn't know what method he would use to kill him. With Mu Shireen, Yang Hongwu had a protective talisman. There were many savage beasts in the Sky Dragon mountain range. The deeper one went, the stronger the savage beasts were. It was said that there was a level 7 savage dragon in the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range. Of course, Yang Hongwu wants the blood and inner core of a level 7 barbaric dragon. Unfortunately, his strength is not enough. The difference is too great. This time, many people entered the Sky Dragon mountain range. As for Yang Hongwu and Mu Shireen, they kept a low profile. Unbeknownst to them, the two of them had long been targeted. Sky Dragon mountain range is indeed domineering. Yang Hongwu sighed and looked at the Sky Dragon mountain range. It was tens of thousands of miles long and looked very domineering. In the depths of Heavenly Dragon Mountain, an indistinct dragon might give Yang Hongwu an impulse to enter the depths of the mountain range. In the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range, there seems to be something attracting me, Yang Hongwu said to Hua Qinshue. This is very normal. You have the 9 dragons' saintly body. In the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range, there may be something left behind by a real dragon to attract you. However, your strength is too weak. Entering the depths of the Sky Dragon mountain range is tantamount to courting death. Hua Qinshue said, in the future, when your strength reaches the mysterious embryo realm, you can try to investigate. Yes, I know. Yang Hongwu nodded. He was not a fool. Of course, he would not risk his life. After walking for about half a day, the group of people who entered the Sky Dragon mountain range split up. Yang Hongwu naturally was with Mu Shireen. 6 people, Fong Qinshue, Hua Qinshue, Yang Hongwu. Fong Qinshue. Hua Qinshue warned. Although Hua Qinshue's current strength was only at the 3rd level of the Purple Mansion realm, her spiritual perception was much stronger than an ordinary person's. Even an ordinary mystic embryo realm expert could not compare to her. 6. It seems like they want to be fishermen. Yang Hongwu thought to himself, if they were mainly targeting him, they would have already attacked him. One of them was holding Mu Shireen back, while the others could easily kill him. NIS is. That bastard still won't give up. Mu Shireen frowned. This is troublesome. Let's go find the blood spirit grass. If they disturb us and something happens, it will be bad. What made Mu Shireen even more curious was that she did not notice that someone was following them. But this junior brother was the first to notice. This junior brother was not that simple. Senior Mu, let's beat them at their own game. Yang Hongwu smiled. Behind them, Fong Yang, Lu Zhongming, and a few others were together. They stopped. Did they notice us? Lu Zhongming said, impossible. I used the invisibility powder. This powder can hide our aura. Only mysterious embryo realm experts can notice us. One of them is at the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and the other is at the 4th level of the True Spirit realm. How can they notice us? Fong Yang said, this brat is very vigilant and strange. It's better for us to be careful, Lu Zhongming said. What's there to be afraid of? There are 6 of us here, and all of us are at the Purple Mansion realm. Serene and that brat are not our opponents. It's fine even if we are exposed. Fang Yang was at the peak of the 10th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and half a step into the mysterious embryo realm. Lu Zoming was at the 6th level of the Purple Mansion realm. The other 4 were at the 9th level of the Purple Mansion realm, the 8th level of the Purple Mansion realm, and the other 2 were the 7th level of the Purple Mansion realm. After walking for a while, according to the map, there were not many powerful savage beasts along the way. Senior Mu, there should be a level 5 savage beast in front. Why don't we teach those bastards a lesson? Yang Hongwu might not have a good spiritual sense, but Hua Qinxue was very good. She warned him when she noticed the savage beast in front. You want to divert the trouble? Mu Shirin immediately knew what Yang Hongwu was thinking. That's right. There are 6 of them, and I'm too weak. If we really fight, I won't be their opponent. So I can only use the savage beast to exhaust their strength. Yang Hongwu replied, Okay, but how can we lure them into the trap? Mu Shirin said, Fang Yang isn't a fool. He won't be tricked so easily. Moreover, there's Lu Zoming. That guy is even more cunning. Mu Shirin's face was filled with disgust when she mentioned the 2. I'll go and lure the savage beast out. Senior Mu, you go first. Yang Hongwu said, No, you're too weak. Mu Shirin said, I'll go and lure it out. You go first. Senior Mu, did you forget about the cultivation technique I obtained from the library? Yang Hongwu smiled. I've already cultivated the dragon soaring 9 heavens to the 2nd level. It's a good opportunity to test how powerful the dragon soaring 9 heavens is. Yang Hongwu was very careful about the dragon soaring 9 heavens movement technique. From Hua Qinxue, Yang Hongwu knew that the dragon soaring 9 heavens movement technique was a top-tier heaven-ranked movement technique. It was famous in the ancient domain. The dragon soaring 9 heavens movement technique was created by a peerless expert tens of thousands of years ago. When cultivated to perfection, one could transform into a true dragon and roam the 9 heavens. Then you have to be careful. Mu Shirin took out a talisman. This is a lesser shift talisman. Take it. If you can't do it, use it. No, it's too precious. Senior Mu, you should keep it. The lesser teleportation talisman was a 6th grade talisman. It was extremely precious and was definitely a life-saving trump card. No one could refine this kind of lesser teleportation talisman. It could only be found in ancient times in those ancient secret realms or in the tombs of experts. Yang Hongwu estimated that there were no more than 3 lesser shift talismans in the entire Heavenly Dragon sect. Just take it. I have another one. You don't have to worry about me. Mu Shirin took out another lesser shift talisman and waved it in front of Yang Hongwu. Tycoon. Yang Hongwu couldn't help but admit that this girl was really a tycoon. She took out 2 lesser shift talismans at once. This was enough to prove that old man Mu cared about Mu Shirin and pampered her. He even gave her 2 of such precious talismans at once. Thank you, Senior Mu. Since she still had another talisman, Yang Hongwu wouldn't be polite. With this lesser shift talisman, Yang Hongwu was more confident. Chapter 105. Killing with a borrowed knife? Why did they split up? Fang Yang found it strange when he saw Yang Hongwu and Mu Shirin split up. Senior brother Fang, what should we do? Lin Yin asked. Split up? Did they really find us? Fang Yang frowned. No, they wouldn't. If they found us, they wouldn't split up unless that little bastard wants to die. What should we do now? Let's do this. Lin Yin, Zhao Ho, and I will team up to find Mu Shirin. The 3 of you will follow that little bastard, Fang Yang said. Okay. Fang Yang and the others split into 2 groups. One group was Fang Yang, Lin Yin, and Zhao Ho, while the other group was Lu Zoming's group. Of course, Yang Hongwu knew that they had split up. It's better if we split up. That savage beast is in the late stage of the 5th level. Its strength is equivalent to the 9th level of the Purple Mansion realm. If the 6 of us are together, the damage won't be too great. But if it's 3, Yang Hongwu sneered. He sped up. Let's catch up. Lu Zoming saw that Yang Hongwu had sped up and followed him. Although Lu Zoming wanted to kill Yang Hongwu right now, he had to consider the matter of the blood spirit grass. When Yang Hongwu entered the territory of the savage beast, he purposely left a trail. It was very clear that he was heading towards the territory of the 5th-level savage beast. Yang Hongwu hid at the side. Seeing Lu Zhongming's group enter the territory of the savage beast, he couldn't help but laugh. How dare they find trouble with him? They must be courting death. After Lu Zhongming's group entered the territory of the savage beast, he frowned and said, "That little bastard is gone." "Junior brother Lu, what should we do now?" a disciple asked. "Not good. There's a 5th-level savage beast here." Suddenly, a huge creature appeared in front of them. It was a giant python that was 1 foot thick and 2 to 3 feet long. It had a pair of huge eyes that looked like lanterns. The snake opened its mouth and stuck out its tongue, making a hissing sound. This is an earthen Vajra python. Its strength is equivalent to the peak of the Purple Palace realm. The 3 of them were flabbergasted. The great earth Vajra python was invulnerable to swords and spears. It had an astonishing defense and was extremely fast. Even a martial artist at the peak stage of the Purple Mansion realm might not be able to defeat this great earth Vajra python. This was going to be troublesome. "Junior brother Lu, what should we do?" That little bastard was probably swallowed by the earthen Vajra python. "Let's go." Lu Zhongming immediately made his choice. What a joke. This was the golden earth python. Even if they worked together, they wouldn't be able to defeat it unless Fang Yang took action. However, Fang Yang had already left to chase after Mu Serene. As for that little bastard, Yang Hongwu, he would definitely be swallowed alive by the golden earth python. Lu Zhongming and the other 2 wanted to leave, but the earthen Vajra python wouldn't let them. Entering its territory was a provocation to it. The snake moved at an astonishing speed. With a swing of its huge tail, it was like a dragon swinging its tail. Wherever it went, some trees were snapped. "Great flame palm," Hongwu shouted as he threw out a palm strike. It was like a volcano erupting as it rushed towards the great earth Vajra python. Yu also roared and used his strongest attack. He soared into the air and stabbed down with his sword, forming a huge vortex. That huge vortex swept towards a serpent's tail. Void step. Lu Zhongming did not block it, but used his movement skill to escape. "You guys stop that bastard. I'm not strong enough, so I'll leave first. If anything happens to you guys, I'll get senior brother Fang to take care of your family." Yu were so angry that they vomited blood. This bastard actually left the 2 of them behind and escaped alone. Hateful, but there was nothing they could do now. The great earth Vajra python was extremely aggressive. Under the joint attack of the 2, it wasn't injured at all. The great earth Vajra python's defense was too strong. Yang Hongwu wasn't stupid enough to watch the battle between the great earth Vajra python and Yu. Instead, he followed behind Lu Zhongming. Yang Hongwu despised Lu Zhongming's ruthlessness, abandoning his companions to escape for his own life. Soon, Lu Zhongming caught up with Fang Yang. "Senior brother, something happened." Lu Zhongming patted his body and spat out blood, pretending to be injured. His face was pale, and he was out of breath. Yang Hongwu sneered. This guy was indeed ruthless. "What happened? Why are you injured?" Fang Yang was shocked when he saw Lu Zhongming's condition. "With your strength, it should be easy to deal with that bastard. How did it end up like this? Where are Yu and Yu?" "Senior brother, it's like this. We were chasing that bastard, but we didn't expect to enter the territory of the great earth Vajra python. That bastard disappeared. We guessed that he was eaten by the great earth Vajra python. When we were about to leave, the great earth Vajra python discovered us. Senior brothers, in order to save me, they risked their lives to stop the great earth Vajra python. I'm afraid that they are already dead." Lu Zhongming said, squeezing out a few drops of tears. Yang Hongwu was disgusted by his appearance, but he couldn't help but admire his acting talent. "Great earth Vajra python." Fang Yang's eyes flashed coldly. He knew about the great earth Vajra python. Even if he encountered it, he might not be able to defeat it. Forget it. Since it's already happened, it's too late to regret. Since that bastard is dead, it saved me the trouble of killing him. Not far ahead should be the blood spirit grass. There's also a peak level 5 savage beast there. I'm afraid that it's not weaker than the great earth Vajra python. It might even be stronger. We have to be careful, Fong Yang said. They continued to move forward. Yang Hongwu transmitted his voice to Mu Shireen. Senior sister, I tricked 2 of Fong Yang's group. There are only 4 of them left. You should hide first. We're not far from the blood spirit grass. I think that Fong Yang deliberately leaked the information about the blood spirit grass to me so that they could take the lead. I know. Mu Shireen was certainly capable. Her concealment technique was not weaker than Yang Hongwu's. After hiding, Fong Yang couldn't find her at all. Mu Shireen's disappearance made Fong Yang feel that something was wrong. Mu Shireen also disappeared. Did they already know that we were following them? Fong Yang stopped and murmured. Senior brother Fong, what happened? Lu Zoming asked. Lu Zoming, tell me honestly. Did you see that bastard Yang Hongwu being swallowed by the great earth Vajra python with your own eyes? Fong Yang stared at Lu Zoming. Lu Zoming shook his head. No, we were following him. When he entered the great earth Vajra python's territory, he suddenly disappeared. Not good. We fell into a trap. Hearing this, Fong Yang struck out with his palm, causing a large tree to fall. That little bastard separated from Mu Shireen on purpose. He wanted to disperse our strength, and then use the savage beast to weaken our strength. If I'm not wrong, that little bastard should have already met up with Mu Shireen. Senior brother Fong, what should we do now? Moreover, we lost track of senior sister Mu and the others? Lin Yin said. Chapter 106. On the line of life and death previously, Fong Yang was following Yang Hongwu and Mu Shireen, but now it was the other way around. Yang Hongwu and Mu Shireen carefully follow behind them, looking at the place where they found the blood spirit grass. The blood spirit grass grew on the edge of a stone wall, and there was a small pool next to it. The depth of the pool could not be seen, but the blood spirit grass on the stone wall was as red as blood. Senior sister, that's the blood spirit grass. If I'm not wrong, there should be a savage beast guarding the blood spirit grass in the pool. It's a water-type savage beast. Yang Hanwu said, it's probably a sky-devouring crocodile. Mu Shireen said, there's a sky-devouring crocodile's aura here, so there should be a sky-devouring crocodile in the pool. The sky-devouring crocodile is stronger than the earth and diamond python, so it won't be easy to get the blood spirit grass. Fong Yang and the others also stopped, seeing that Fong Yang and the others were near the pool, but they did not get close to the pool. They were also looking at the blood spirit grass from afar, showing no signs of making a move. After waiting for about half an hour, Yang Hongwu was helpless when Fong Yang and the others did not make a move. Senior sister, Fong Yang and the others are also troublesome if they don't make a move. Yang Hongwu said, Fong Yang won't act rashly. They know that we're hiding in the dark, so they won't make a move easily. Mu Shireen said, are we going to stay like this? Yang Hongwu did not want to stay like this. As soon as he finished speaking, he heard Fong Yang shout, Shireen, Yang Hongwu, come out. I know you're hiding here. Don't hide anymore. Yang Hongwu did not say anything. Mu Shireen did not move either. Fong Yang continued, there's a level 6 sky-devouring crocodile in the pool. If we fight it alone, no one is its opponent. So if we want to get the blood spirit grass, we have to work together to have a chance. After we get the blood spirit grass, we'll split it equally. What do you think? If Fong Yang didn't hate him to the core, Yang Hongwu might have been persuaded. However, people like Fong Yang and Lu Zoming were vicious and merciless. They weren't trustworthy. Shireen, if you don't believe us, we can swear that we absolutely won't do anything to you. Seeing that Yang Hongwu and Mu Shireen didn't move, Fong Yang spoke again. Junior brother Yang, what do you think? What Fong Yang said makes sense. There's a level 6 savage beast, the sky-swallowing crocodile, in the pool. If we only rely on our own strength, we won't be able to get the blood spirit grass. We only have a chance if we work together, Mu Shireen said to Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu was well aware of this. Initially, he thought that it was just a grade 5 savage beast. He didn't expect it to be a grade 6 savage beast. The place where the blood spirit grass was located was a stone wall. There was only one way to go through the pool. There was no other way around it. As for coming down from the stone wall, that was out of the question. The stone wall was shiny and smooth, as if it had been waxed. It was impossible to stay there. More importantly, there might be other savage beasts hiding on the stone wall. There was basically no place to borrow strength on the stone wall. Their strength would be greatly reduced. If they encountered a grade 4 savage beast, they might not even be able to deal with it. Therefore, if they wanted to get the blood spirit grass, they would have to go through the pool. That's fine. I'll leave with the shift talisman as soon as I get the blood spirit grass. But that will waste 2 shift talismans. Yang Hongwu was reluctant. The shift talisman could save a life at a critical moment. It was too precious. It would be a waste to use it like this. Was it worth it to use 2 shift talismans to exchange for a blood spirit grass? In Yang Hongwu's opinion, it wasn't. But Serene was different. If he could get the blood spirit grass and make the blood pet pellet, he would be able to break through the purple mansion realm and enter the arcane embryo realm. He could also get a battle pet, which was a good deal. After all, the shift talisman is just an external item. It's best to improve your strength, Serene said. If I can get the blood spirit grass by using the shift talisman, it's worth it. Okay, I'll listen to you. Since Serene had said so, Yang Hongwu naturally wouldn't say anything else. The two of them slowly walked out of the woods. Serene, you are here, Fang Yang said to the two of them. Lu Zoming looked at Yang Hongwu, but he didn't look happy. Yang Hongwu should have seen how he had left Lu Yu and Lu Zoming behind while he ran for his life. Senior brother Fang, senior brother Lu, how are you? Yang Hongwu said with a grin. He looked at Lu Zoming with a meaningful smile. Yang Hongwu wouldn't let go of the opportunity to sow discord between Lu Zoming and Fang Yang. I've underestimated you. I'll deal with you and Lu Zoming in the future. Fang Yang snorted. Senior brother Fang, you must be joking. Senior brother Yu and Lu Zoming are all at the late stage of the Purple Mansion realm. I'm only at the 4th level of the true spirit realm. As for Yu and Lu Zoming, I saw it. I wanted to save them, but I couldn't. Yang Hongwu sighed. Fang Yang clenched his fist so hard that it made cracking sounds. Yu and Lu Zoming were Fang Yang's confidants. Fang Yang was pissed that they died in the Sky Dragon Mountain Range, and Yang Hongwu's provocation made him even angrier. Yang Hongwu, don't test my patience. Otherwise, I'll kill you even if I don't want the blood spirit grass, Fang Yang said angrily. Senior brother Fang, this kid is too despicable. I think we should kill him first. As he spoke, Lu Zoming rushed towards Yang Hongwu. He stabbed out with his sword. The sword light was extremely dazzling. It was as if a 7-colored peacock had spread its wings and spread its tail. In that beautiful scene, there was a terrifying, murderous aura. Lu Zoming used his full strength to kill Yang Hongwu. Serene, who was beside Yang Hongwu, moved. She raised her arms slightly and drew a circle. A blue phoenix let out a cry and flew towards Lu Zoming. Boom! A loud sound was heard as a powerful force exploded and spread out in all directions. The originally calm pool started to churn. Pucci, with a splash of water, a huge head emerged from the pool. It opened its huge mouth, which was at least 2 feet wide. Roar! A terrifying roar shook everyone's mind. Heaven-devouring crocodile, damn it. Everyone's face changed. The heaven-devouring crocodile's body was huge. It was like a small mountain. Every step it took shook the earth. Lu Zoming, you son of a bitch. This is all your fault. Fang Yang cursed. If it wasn't for Lu Zoming's impulsive actions, this wouldn't have happened. Now that the sky-devouring crocodile had appeared, they were caught off guard. As a result, the probability of obtaining the blood spirit grass was much lower. Yang Hongwu was happy. Fishing in troubled waters was more beneficial for Yang Hongwu. Chapter 107. Dragons soaring in the 9 heavens, be careful. Your safety is the most important thing. If it's too dangerous, use the small shift talisman and leave. Serene whispered to Yang Hongwu. Don't worry, senior sister. I know. I'm not stupid. I won't risk my life. Yang Hongwu said, Senior sister, you have to be careful too. I'll find a chance to get the blood spirit grass. Once I get it, I'll leave. Yang Hanwu had restrained his aura, but there was no way to hide the faintly discernible dragon aura on his body. This was the pressure from the bloodline, which had a great impact on the sky-devouring crocodile. However, in the eyes of the sky-devouring crocodile, Yang Hongwu was too weak. Fang Yang and the others were the biggest threat to it. The sky-devouring crocodile roared, and its huge body moved quickly. Although the sky-devouring crocodile's body was huge, its movement speed was not slow at all. Its body was also very agile. Its gigantic tail was covered with bone spikes. It looked like a gigantic spike club. As it swung about, huge pits were smashed into the ground. Scorching Sun Saber Technique, Sunset Cut. The saber in Fang Yang's hand emitted a fiery red light. When he waved his saber, the saber light was like a scorching sun, falling down at an extremely fast speed. The water in the pool boiled up. Cyan Phoenix Strike. Serene also moved at that moment. She slightly raised her hands and clenched her fingers. With lightning speed, she attacked like a giant cyan phoenix, rushing up to the sky and then diving down. Her sharp claws tore the air apart. Her target was the sky-devouring crocodile's eyes. Lin Yin, Zhao Ho, and the others also moved together. A 6th-level savage beast was incomparably powerful. If they did not attack together, it would be a dead end. Only by attacking together and working together would they have a chance. Although Lu Zhongming was unwilling, he could only attack the sky-devouring crocodile. If he escaped at this time, he was afraid that Fang Yang would not let him go. Fang Yang, Mu Shirin, and the others restrained the sky-devouring crocodile. Yang Hanwu moved. His target was the blood spirit grass. He let out a long roar and pushed his speed to the limit. He walked on the surface of the water, dragging a long shadow behind him like a huge dragon. Seeing Yang Hanwu rushing towards the blood spirit grass, the sky-devouring crocodile panicked. It lashed out crazily, opened its mouth, and bit continuously. Lin Yin was caught off guard and was hit in the chest by the sky-devouring crocodile's tail. His body flew out and hit a big tree. With a crack, the big tree fell down. "Block it!" Mu Shirin shouted. She had already activated her battle constitution. She was covered in a layer of cyan light, which made her look extremely beautiful. The azure lawn mark between her brows made her appear even more noble and charming. At this time, Mu Shirin clasped her hands together and a huge amount of power condensed, forming a small blue wand in front of her. That small blue wand let out a clear cry. This sound had an astonishing penetrating power. After the cry, it rapidly flew out like a sharp arrow. Fang Yang moved as well. He knew that this was the most critical moment. Although he was unwilling, he had to do it. If he did not join forces with Mu Shirin, once Mu Shirin was injured, he would not even have a chance to escape. The reason why the sky-devouring crocodile was called the sky-devouring crocodile was because of its divine ability. A level 6 savage beast could use its divine ability. Once it used its divine ability, it would be extremely terrifying. At this time, the sky-devouring crocodile had already opened its mouth. A terrifying suction force was emitted from its mouth. It formed a terrifying whirlpool. The fallen leaves in the surroundings and the water in the pool were all sucked into the whirlpool. "Open!" Fang Yang roared and slashed with his battle saber. The saber light was like a golden lightning, tearing the entire sky apart and slashing on the huge whirlpool. Lu Zhongming's long sword pierced out. A colorful peacock flew out and entered the whirlpool, exploding. That terrifying suction vortex had been blown apart. The suction force had weakened a lot, which made the sky-devouring crocodile even crazier. It kept twisting and turning, causing the ground to shake and the mountains to shake. Its tail lashed out crazily, destroying the surrounding rocks and trees. Huge pits appeared on the ground one by one, and huge stones turned into powder. At this time, Yang Hanwu had already arrived in front of the blood spirit grass. When he was about to reach out to pick it, he heard Hua Qinshue's voice, "Be careful." As soon as her voice fell, Yang Hanwu found that behind him, a big mouth was biting towards him. "Damn it, there's a sky-devouring crocodile. It's a cub." Yang Hanwu moved to the right and dodged the bite. He did not expect that in addition to the huge, sky-devouring crocodile, there was a cub in the pool. The cub's strength was not weak. It was at the early stage of the Purple Mansion realm. Yang Hanwu did not hesitate at all. With a thought, the battle spirit possession was activated. The Golden Dragon War body was activated. He exerted all of his strength without holding back. The surging power burst out, making Yang Hanwu feel invincible. However, Yang Hanwu knew that this was just an illusion. Although his combat strength could compete with the third or fourth level of the Purple Mansion realm, he could not hold on for long. With a grab, the blood spirit grass was kept in his storage space. Looking at the sky-devouring crocodile cub that was chasing after him, Yang Hanwu's mouth curved into a smile. This sky-devouring crocodile was very strong, and its cub was not bad either. He turned around and punched out. His fist was like a huge hammer. The huge hammer heavily hit the sky-devouring crocodile cub's head, making it dizzy. Then, Yang Hanwu reached out and grabbed the sky-devouring crocodile cub's neck, pulling it out of the pool. The sky-devouring crocodile cub's body was huge. However, in front of Yang Hanwu's huge strength, it was as light as a feather. When the dragon soaring 9 heavens was executed, it crossed the pool in an instant. When the sky-devouring crocodile realized that the blood spirit grass was taken away and its cub was taken away, it was even angrier. It let out an earth-shattering roar. The crazed, sky-devouring crocodile was even more terrifying. In a few breaths, the violent power seemed to shatter the entire space. Its huge tail was crazily twitching. Mu Serene, Fan Yang, and the others were sent flying by the violent power. After the sky-devouring crocodile sent Mu Serene and the others flying, it turned its head and rushed towards Yang Hanwu. When Yang Hanwu saw this, he knew that something was wrong. Although the dragon soaring 9 heavens was very fast, it slowed down with the sky-devouring crocodile cub, and he could not use the small shift talisman. When Yang Hanwu saw the huge crocodile rushing towards him, he hurriedly threw the sky-devouring crocodile cub in his hand. Its target was Lu Zongming, who was the furthest away. This bastard dared to sneak an attack on him. If it were not for Mu Serene, he would have been seriously injured, even if he did not die. Sure enough, after Yang Hanwu threw the sky-devouring crocodile cub out, the sky-devouring crocodile gave up attacking him. Although the blood spirit grass was good, in the eyes of the sky-devouring crocodile, its cub was more important. When Lu Zongming saw the sky-devouring crocodile cub flying towards him, he was scared to death. Yang Hanwu, this bastard, must have done it on purpose. He was furious with Yang Hanwu's action. He could not wait to tear Yang Hanwu into pieces. However, there was no other way now. Escape. The most important thing now was to escape. Chapter 108. Escape, Senior Sister Mu, let's go. After Yang Hanwu finished speaking, he crushed the Lesser Transference Talisman. Mu Serene received Yang Hanwu's sound transmission and also crushed the Lesser Teleportation Talisman. Watching Yang Hanwu and Mu Serene disappear before his eyes, Fan Yang was so angry that he wanted to vomit blood. On the other side, Lu Zongming was being chased by the sky-devouring crocodile and was running toward him. Fan Yang couldn't help but curse, "Lu Zongming, you idiot." Cursing was one thing, but he had to deal with the sky-devouring crocodile. Mu Serene was gone, and Lin Yin was seriously injured on his side. If Lu Zongming died, he wouldn't be able to stop the sky-devouring crocodile. He forcefully raised his chi and rushed toward the sky-devouring crocodile. Yang Hanwu and Mu Serene had already used the small teleportation talisman to teleport outside the Heavenly Dragon Mountain range. "Senior Sister, are you all right?" Seeing Mu Serene's pale face, Yang Hanwu supported her and handed her a pill. Mu Serene had suffered serious injuries from the fight with the sky-devouring crocodile. "It's nothing serious. I'll be fine after resting for a few days." Mu Serene swallowed the elixir and revealed a gratified smile. "Junior brother, have you gotten the blood spiritual grass?" "Yes." Yang Hanwu nodded. "Let's go back and adjust our condition. I'll start refining the blood pet pill." Yang Hanwu remembered that there was a 6th level beast in the Savage Beast Garden. If he could tame that beast as his battle pet, he wouldn't have to worry about Fang Yang and the others. As for the blue wand bird, although its bloodline was a little more noble, it didn't make much of a difference to him. In the future, when he could use the ninth heaven mysterious tower, he could use it to subdue as many savage beasts as he wanted. Why would he care about a mere blue wand bird? Dragons and phoenixes were fine, but the blue wand's level was still too low. The two of them quickly returned to the sect. As for whether Fang Yang and the others could escape the sky-devouring crocodile's pursuit, it was none of his business. To Yang Hongwu, it was better if they were dead. Then, no one would find trouble with him. However, Yang Hongwu also knew that Fang Yang and the others wouldn't die so easily. As a nephew of the Sky Dragon's sect master, how could he not have a life-saving trump card? 3 days later, Yang Hongwu's condition was restored to its peak. He was ready to start concocting pills. Senior sister, I'm going to start refining pills. Remember, no one is allowed to come in and disturb me. Otherwise, it'll be troublesome if I fail at the last step, Yang Hongwu said. It was taboo to be disturbed while refining pills. Moreover, it was not Yang Hongwu who was controlling the pill. It was Hua Qinxue who was possessed by the battle spirit. Although he could refine some simple elixirs, there was no way he could refine a high-level elixir like the blood pet elixir. He had to rely on Hua Qinxue's power. Moreover, it consumed a lot of energy. Once he was disturbed, the consequences would be unimaginable. Not only would the refining fail, but he might also suffer a backlash. Therefore, Yang Hongwu solemnly told Mu Serene that Fang Yang and the others didn't come to find trouble in the past 3 days. They were probably injured and were recovering. Once their cultivation recovered, they would definitely come. Don't worry. I won't let anyone disturb you unless they step over my dead body, Mu Serene said. For Mu Serene, the blood pet elixir was of great use to her. It was related to her future. No one was allowed to disturb her. Therefore, Mu Serene sent a message to her grandfather. Don't worry, my dear granddaughter. No one will disturb you. Old Master Mu was very happy. Of course, he was more curious about Yang Hongwu. This kid's physique was not simple. He had the golden dragon battle body. Moreover, his cultivation speed was amazing. His combat strength was even more terrifying. He could challenge those who were at a higher level than him. In the entire history of Sky Dragon Sect, such a genius was rare. If his granddaughter could be with him, it would be a good ending. Thank you, Grandpa. After hearing old Master Mu's words, Mu Serene was finally relieved. Grandpa had spoken. Not even the sect leader could disturb Yang Hongwu, let alone Fang Yang. In the cultivation room, Yang Hongwu began to refine the elixir. He opened the furnace. Step by step, he put the herbs into the furnace and carefully controlled the flame. This time, Yang Hongwu's strength had improved a lot. Compared to the last time, it was much easier to refine the elixir, and the consumption was also much lower. Time passed bit by bit. The herbs in the furnace had slowly turned into a medicinal liquid. Refined, Yang Hongwu made a series of hand seals and increased the amount of pure Yang genuine qi. This process was to refine the residue in the medicinal liquid. Soon, the residue was separated little by little. The blood-red liquid and the black residue appeared on both sides of the furnace. They were very distinct. After separating, Yang Hongwu made another hand seal. The residue and waste were discharged from the small hole in the furnace. After removing the residue and impurities in the medicinal liquid, the last step was to condense the elixir. This was the last step, and there could not be any mistakes. Condense. Yang Hongwu opened his eyes suddenly. He made a hand seal and shouted softly. The furnace shook for a while. Yang Hongwu controlled the genuine qi in the furnace, wrapped the medicinal liquid, and slowly condensed it into 3 blood-red elixirs. Seeing that it was about time, Yang Hongwu slapped the top of the alchemy furnace, and 3 red lights shot out. Their speed was very fast, like arrows. Yang Hongwu had already noticed it. He quickly swept his hand, caught the 3 red lights, and put them into 3 porcelain bottles. It was a success. Yang Hongwu wiped the sweat on his forehead. In order to refine these 3 elixirs, Yang Hongwu felt that his mental strength was about to be drained. Hua Qinxue also consumed a lot of mental strength. But for these 3 elixirs, everything was worth it. The Blood Pet Elixir, a top 5th grade elixir, could be used to subdue a battle pet. Drop a drop of essence blood on the elixir and then feed it to a savage beast. That savage beast would become one's battle pet, and it would be loyal and would not betray him. After taking 100 flower dew elixir to recover his cultivation, Yang Hongwu exhaled a mouthful of turbid qi, opened the stone door, and walked out. At the door, Serene saw the stone door open and hurried to greet him. "Junior brother, how was it? Did you succeed in refining the elixir?" "Fortunately, I didn't disappoint you." Yang Hongwu smiled and handed a porcelain bottle to Serene. "Senior sister, this is a blood pet elixir. With this blood pet elixir, you can subdue the cyan phoenix." "Junior brother, thank you very much." Serene took the porcelain bottle and looked at Yang Hongwu with a smile. After putting away the porcelain bottle, she saw that Yang Hongwu didn't look good. She knew that he must have consumed a lot of energy to refine the elixir. She said with concern, "Have a good rest. I have some elixirs to restore energy." "Thank you for your concern, senior sister. It's not a big deal. By the way, Fang Yang and the others should be back, right?" Yang Hongwu said. "They didn't come to make trouble." "They did, but I blocked them," Serene said. Serene said, "You don't have to worry. However, you'd better not go out for the next few days. This time, Lin Yin, Zhao Ju, and the others are all dead. Only Lu Zoming and Fang Yang came back. They also have backers. I'm afraid they will target you together, so you must be careful." Chapter 109. Scramble for a Disciple. "Junior brother, what kind of battle pet do you want? I'll go talk to Grandpa and ask him to catch one for you." Serene looked at Yang Hongwu and felt sorry for Yang Hongwu. After all, she had given the cyan phoenix to him, and now she was going to take it as her battle pet. Yang Hongwu smiled and said, "This is nothing. I can find it myself. Isn't there a grade 6 savage beast in the Savage Beast Garden? I think it's quite suitable." "There are no good battle pets in the Savage Beast Garden." Serene shook her head and said, "How about this? Junior brother, I'll take you to my grandpa and let him accompany you to catch a level 6 savage beast. Anyway, my grandpa wants to see you." "To see the first Supreme Elder?" Yang Hongwu hesitated for a moment before nodding. "All right." The next day, Yang Hongwu and Serene entered the Sky Dragon Sect's Elder Courtyard together. Along the way, they met many inner disciples who stared at Yang Hongwu as if they wanted to skin Yang Hongwu alive. "Senior Apprentice, Sister Mu, are you here to look for the first Supreme Elder?" A little girl was overjoyed when she arrived at a courtyard. "Who is this? Is he Senior Mu's boyfriend?" Serene blushed and shook her head. "No, this is Junior Brother Yang Hongwu. My grandfather wants to see him, so I brought him here." "Hello, Senior Brother Yang. My name is Yin Yin." Yin Yin stretched out her white and tender hand. "Hello, Junior Sister Yin Yin." Yang Hongwu had a good impression of this little girl. Senior Brother Yang's hand is so warm." Yin Yin seemed reluctant to let go of Yang Hongwu's hand and said, "No wonder Senior Sister Mu didn't accept Senior Brother Fang's pursuit." Serene blushed. Yang Hongwu also felt a little embarrassed. At this moment, another person walked over from afar. This woman was wearing a blue dress, and her eyes were like gems. Her hair was slightly blue, and she gave off a cold aura as if she was an iceberg. Her eyes were as gentle as water. "Fourth level of the Mystic Embryo Realm?" Hua Qinxue asked. "Mystic Water Battle Body. Black Water Battle Body? Shizu Xiao?" Yang Hongwu took a deep breath. This woman was his goal for the next year, the Xinshui Battle Body. Only by combining with her would he be able to harmonize the masculine dragon power in his body. Otherwise, he would explode and die. "Senior Sister Xiao Senior Sister Xiao you're here. This is Senior Brother Yang. His body is so warm." Yin Yin ran over happily and pulled Hu Xiaoer's arm. Seeing Yang Hongwu, Hu Xiaoer was also very surprised. This man gave her a very warm feeling, making her feel somewhat close to him. This was the first time Hu Xiaoer had met a man who made her feel close to him. Even her family members did not give her such a feeling. Senior sister who? Yang Hongwu took the initiative to extend his hand and said, I'm Yang Hongwu, an outer court disciple. Hello. When their hands touched, both of them felt like they had been electrocuted. Soon, they let go of each other. Senior sister Xiao, don't underestimate junior brother Yang. Junior brother Yang is this year's eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples. Mu Shireen said, eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples? Hu Xiaoer was shocked. Yang Hongwu's cultivation was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm. It was not easy for him to become the eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples. The eldest senior brother of the outer court disciples had always been at the peak of 10th level of the true spirit realm. But Yang Hongwu was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm. Of course, she did not think that the outer court disciples had become so weak that a 4th level of the true spirit realm could become the champion. There was only one possibility, and that was that Yang Hongwu was a genius, a peerless genius who could challenge those of a higher level. Thinking of this, Hu Xiaoer could not help but carefully size up Yang Hongwu. This young man was not old, only about 18 or 19 years old. At this age, there were many people who had reached the Purple Mansion realm. But this young man was only at 4th level of the true spirit realm, but his combat strength could defeat those at the peak of 10th level of the true spirit realm, and even those at 1st level of the Purple Mansion realm. His combat talent must be very strong, and there was another point, and that was his physique. Hu Xiaoer could not help but remember that her physique was the black water battle body, which was a pure, immortal physique. There is only one possibility for a physique that could attract her battle body, and that was the pure yang immortal physique. If she and the pure yang immortal physique were to cultivate together, then both of them would make great progress. Their cultivation speed would probably be several times faster than cultivating alone. Thinking of this, Hu Xiaoer's face turned red. Why did she think of this? Junior brother Yang, this is a messaging charm. Junior brother, you can find me if you need anything. With that, Hu Xiaoer took Yinyan's hand and left. Yang Hongwu looked at the messaging charm in his hand, and he was very surprised. Could it be that she also saw through his physique? Or did she take a fancy to him? A messaging charm was not something that ordinary people could afford. In the entire inner sect, there was almost no one who had a messaging charm. Only the core disciples would have one. Junior brother Yang, it seems that senior sister Hu Xiaoer values you very much. You have to keep this messaging charm well. It's very rare, and only the core disciples have it. Mu Shireen said with some jealousy in her heart. The two of them entered the courtyard. There were 2 old men in the courtyard. One was an old Confucian scholar, and the other looked more like an ordinary old farmer. Grandpa Kong, is also here. Mu Shireen shouted when she saw the 2 old men. Little Mu girl is willing to come and see me? The ordinary old man said with a smile. The old Confucian scholar smiled and joked. What's there to see for an old man? A handsome young man is more pleasing to the eye. You old bookworm, you want to argue with me? Isn't it natural for my granddaughter to come and see me? The ordinary old man said. Girls will always have to marry. The old Confucian scholar said, I think this young man is not bad. Come, junior brother Yang. This is the 3rd Supreme Elder, Elder Kong. This is my grandfather, the 1st Supreme Elder. Mu Shireen introduced. Grandpa Kong, this is Yang Hongwu. Yang Hongwu stepped forward and said, Hello, Elder Kong. Hello, Elder Mu. Call me Grandpa. Old man Mu said. Call me Master. The old Confucian scholar said. Yang Hongwu was stunned when he heard this. You old bookworm, you have such an idea. When old man Mu heard this, his beard curled up and his eyes widened. Why not? I don't have a disciple yet. I think little Yang is not bad, and his talent is also good. Little Yang, how about it? As the Grand Supreme Elder, I'm more than qualified to be your master, right? The old Confucian scholar said, Acknowledge me as your master. After that, I'll propose marriage for you and let little Mu girl marry you. Little Yang, don't listen to him. What's so good about a bookworm? It's better to acknowledge me as your master than him. My cultivation is more powerful than his. Old man Mu said. Yang Hongwu was dumbfounded. Serene was also dumbfounded. What was going on? Her grandfather and Grandpa Kong were competing for a disciple, and they both wanted Yang Hongwu to be their disciple. However, if junior brother Yang became their disciple, wouldn't she have to call him martial uncle? No, this won't do. No, I won't agree. Serene cried out without thinking. If junior brother Yang acknowledges you as his master, wouldn't I have to call him martial uncle? No. Thought you're tuning in to the Warrior Lore YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.